Good morning. Welcome to Coffee and Handicapping with Scotty. How are you all? Gary, Pat, Deb, Eric, John. Good morning. We're going to cover Woodbine today. You guys down for that? I know we might cover Belmont as well, but because I wasn't sure what the weather would be like because I did the podcast with the End of Money yesterday. I don't know if you guys got a chance to see that. It's out there on YouTube now, and you can see it on Twitter as well. Good morning, Marco. Good morning, Cliff. So check that out. It actually was great. It was on with Peter Fornatail, and we've working a partnership out with them. They're fantastic, and the entire group of them. So if you didn't get a chance to see that podcast, do that. I'm leaving for Del Mar coming up shortly. What's the weather like? 75 degrees. Okay, I don't see anything taken off turf right now. Man, if I had known that, I just would have covered. What's up, Sully? I would have just covered. I just covered Belmont, but you know what? We'll see. Since I handicapped the pick 6, we definitely have to cover Belmont. You guys down with that? We can go wherever and do whatever. The reason why we're not doing like same race live things like that is because at this moment, just for now, we don't have the ability to show because we don't have any partnerships like we did with the Gulfstream Park, Santa Anita, the Stronach Group. So that's why it's not the same not watching the live races together. So, but we will have that. But we're going to be covering Del Mar anyways all meet long. So I'll be covering that. But yeah, for sure. I'll tell you, we'll do Woodbine, we'll do Belmont Park, and just happy to hang with you guys. You guys having a nice weekend, I hope, so far, just getting going. For those of you on the West Coast, it's so weird to be here on the East Coast. My entire life I lived in California, so it's just so weird. I went to Vegas about a month ago, maybe a month and a half ago. And being that this is the East Coast, I go over there and at 10 o'clock at night, I'm ready to fall asleep. I had to take a 5-hour energy drink because I just wasn't used to the time change. I'm used to going from West Coast to West Coast, Del Mar and Saratoga coming up, Eric. I know. So very excited about that. Of course, I'm going to be in Del Mar all summer meet. All summer meet. It's going to be a blast. Did you guys see I'm doing that handicapping Friday morning at like 8:45? I'm going to show up at Del Mar, and I'm doing, I forget what they call it, but Ray Pollock and we're doing a handicapping competition. And Ray has this thing down there. It's called Beach Boss. You guys heard of that? There's Justin. What's going on? So yeah, beat Ray. Yeah, I got to beat Ray. So they called me yesterday morning or the day before and said, "Hey, Scotty, you want to do that?" I'm like, "Yeah, of course." And you know what's surreal about this is I've been listening and watching Ray Pollock since, I don't know how old Ray is, but it just seems like forever, right? Where, nobody even knew who I was in horse racing. All of a sudden, like I'm going to be down there as a guest doing this with him. It's really surreal. Really surreal. What's up, Justin? Justin and I talked last night. I don't know if he remembers because he was drinking some wine. He was with his girlfriend Stephanie. Yeah, that's okay. I was drinking some red wine last night as well. So we got Belmont Park. We've got Woodbine. I'm waiting for scratches. By the way, Brad's been working on scratches too because we know that they're not coming in fast enough on our site. So just so you know, we are aware of it and it's being worked on, okay? What's up, Dan? Oh, thank you so much. Okay, so race 1 off turf. Okay. Thank you for that. I didn't even handicap that anyway. Okay, well, look, the system's already reflected that. Okay. What's up, Colin? Lysandra? No GP. You know what? We can cover whatever. Whatever you guys want to cover, we'll cover. I'm good. You guys got me for about 3 hours today. And so we'll cover whatever you want to cover. Just know, unfortunately, I can't show the live racing, which stinks. It's really fun, isn't it? It's fun probably for you guys to watch my dumb reactions, right? And then all of us watching it together, it takes it to a different level. But we're going to be able to do that. We're working on these partnerships. As a matter of fact, you guys are going to be having race replays, live video on the website. That's coming. Let me see if I get on the staging side. I want to show you guys some stuff, some really cool stuff we're doing right now. Really neat. Big shout out to my team, Mike and Brad and John and Chris and his team. and Moxum and God, who else? Yeah, big shout out. Colin, I believe, I don't know if it's up yet, but I know I thought we were going to have like meat pricing, just specific for a meat. Have you not seen that up on the site? I never check for that stuff personally. Watch. So I think I showed you guys. So this is the test site. This is coming. We thought we were going to launch it yesterday, but I can't begin to tell you how many bugs there are, like just things that break or something like that. So you can come over here, you do your ticket, all of a sudden generate, and you can save this ticket. Now you can make one change. What I noticed was, so listen to this. I started doing some pick threes here, and I noticed that, hey, good morning, oldie. I noticed that, and there's Jeff. Hey, Jeff. I noticed that if I made, on pick threes, if I just made one change, I hit 8 of 9 of them. So you're going to find out through this. So you can save this ticket, but let's just say we'll make a change. One change. We'll look at each leg, see what it's doing. It's like it's using a 4% horse and a 4% horse. Now watch this. So you could do this. The 2's a Scotty long shot. I'll look at it real carefully, but I don't like 4%. Let's see, 54 group, 54 group. It's not the worst horse in the world. Okay, so we'll get rid of this 4% horse. Maybe Roselba. So this one's facing E. Okay, this could be a tough race. Okay, so in a race like this, I'll come over and I'll look at the favorites and go, are they vulnerable? This horse barely won against a 48 group last time out, going 6 furlongs in the dirt. You see this? Now, I know it was first off the layoff, but look, it's not the top Scotty pick. This is a SOR of 54, so you have droppers in here, and this horse barely won and had to hang on. See, and the stretch was 2 lengths ahead and had to hang on against a 48. Like, to me, this is vulnerable. So now I'm storing this in my brain going, okay, this is going to be one of the favorites. In my mind, this could be a vulnerable horse, especially being on the rail, and especially if there's some other speed in the race. So I didn't say this horse couldn't win. It is second off the layoff, but barely hung on the rail, 6 furlongs on dirt. Before had a 6 post, so had a perfect trip. Picture, post 6, you see this? Field 6, perfect trip, stretched 2 legs in front and barely hung on. Now, 5-month layoff, fair enough, 4.5 month. But that was a 48 SOR. This is a 54. This horse can win. I'm just saying this is not a horseshoe key. So now I'm starting to look going, okay, maybe in a race like this, a 4% horse could win because the favorite's vulnerable. That's how these horses will win. I know exactly, Mike. I'm with you. I wish. No, you know what? I know something though. We talk about this all the time, right? Subjective handicapping. That's the key to this site. The key is you can spend as much time as you want handicapping, or you can spend no time at all. Like I won 8 of 9 pick threes, I think, something like that. It could be a little off, but I was profitable and I didn't spend more than 30 seconds on each one of them. Right? You agree, Steve? Yeah, right? So then now I'm going to go over to this 26% horse. And this horse is very consistent. Faced a 58 group last time, 56, dropping in class. This horse is a big time live in my mind. 4 is live. Fantastic over at Monmouth Park. Alta Velocita. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this horse. 2 straight wins, good form. Gets the 6 post, top Scotty pick, hot trainer. I mean, either one's vulnerable here. How about this 5 horse? You know, when you see a 6 furlong race and you see a 5.5 furlong race, I know it's only a half furlong difference, but I can tell you that the difference, and same with 5 furlongs, right? 5 furlongs, you get a lot of speed balls. You visualize what the trainer's doing. The trainer's going, 5 furlongs, I got the fastest horse I can find, and you're just going as fast as you can. And that 5 furlongs is completely different type of style race than a 6 furlong race. And even 5.5, you start getting some horses that can close at 5.5, things like that, right? Also, you'll find out that at 5 furlongs, the rail, look up almost any track, 5 furlongs, the rail wins way more than 5.5. Because at 5 furlongs, get a lot of speed balls. They get the lead from the inside, they can win. 5.5, it's a little bit more difficult. All right, depending on the turns at each track and things like that. But this horse 2 back in a 52 group won by 1 3/4 lengths and dueled from the outside, mind you, but did duel. This 5 horse, so you see what I mean? So I don't know that I can eliminate a horse here. So I might come over like this and just use an all and then regenerate. Oh, it already was using an all. My bad. So now it's using 2 horses here. And see, I disagree with it. It's using the 4 and the 10, the 1 horse bull painter. Look at this, 35 to 1. He's 24%. I mean, look at this horse, 22%, 50 to 1. This is crazy. Wait, what's going on with these numbers? This adds up to way more than 100. How's my math? It's like 150 here. What the heck is going on? Well, let's refresh this. What was that? Well, it is the test site. I'm going to send this to Brad because I'm obviously testing all the time. So even on the test site, that can't happen. All right. So what I do, I'm on here all the time testing, right? Yeah, this is the test site, I know. So I'm on here constantly. I'm testing the ticket book. So watch, you can click on here and you click on the ticket book and it's sending things. Let's see here. Where is it? You have no active tickets. So normally what I'll do, it'll pop up. Did I save a ticket? Maybe I didn't save it. Hold on. I don't think I saved it. That's right. Hold on here. All right, so we'll do a $60 ticket and we'll just save the ticket. All right, come over to ticket book. There it is. All right, so $54 ticket, you can see your, and then 41 minutes to race number 1. Each result will pop up, and when the result of race 1 comes up, it'll pop up and it'll say the 3 horse one. It'll tell you what it paid and give you a green check mark. You're going on to leg number 2. In this case, race number 2, and then it'll say, okay, 20 minutes to race number 2. I think you're right, Pat. So the thing about it is, though, if you make any positive changes, it's huge. Yeah, you know what? When I first started talking to Peter about EquinEdge and showing him, he was not interested. Traditional handicapper and everything. But the more he started looking into it, like when we were talking before the podcast yesterday, he's like, "Man, I'm really liking this." He loves the GSR, especially the GSR. He loves the SOR. So, we see this. We see more of this with people. If they just give it a chance and they use it, it's hard to. I don't know how you guys feel, but I personally could never go back to traditional handicapping. I couldn't do it. To me, this is traditional now. I mean, I wouldn't even know any other way. I wouldn't even know what to do if I didn't have EquinEdge as a handicapping platform. It would be horrible. Should I shut the site down for a week? What do you guys think? What would that be like for us? I don't even know what I would do. I'd probably quit horse racing altogether. I don't think I could do it. You guys better be very, very nice to me. Very, very nice to me today on today's show. Or I better hear a lot of nice, sweet things, or else I'm shutting it down. That's it. It will force us all to take a break. That's true. Okay. When we're all not doing well and we're losing money, let's just, then we'll just shut it down together. You have to, of course, keep paying the monthly, though, right? I mean, you wouldn't want to stop that, would you? That'd be horrible, Daryl. Okay, there we go. That's more what I want to see on today's show. There you go, Art. There you go. Love you guys. You guys, how funny was last week's show? Like, I look back at it. I never watch. You guys, are you guys like that? I can't watch myself. Scotty in the house. What up, Aaron? Aaron in the house. And boom, there exactly. But it felt like we had like a dating show or something last week. If you guys missed that show last week, you have to watch that show. Was that not funny? All of us were like on fire. It was pretty crazy. All right, that's the test site. There's other things I'm testing, but yeah, I really looking forward. There's so many moving parts to this. There's almost, I want to say 80 or 90 different things we've had to update when it comes to Take a Book, and we're not even done. Like the results have to pop up automatically one at a time. The delete button has to disappear. The regenerate button has to disappear. Unless there's a scratch, then you'll see a scratch there. And then the regenerate button turns green. And if you want to customize your ticket, you can click on it and it'll take you back, and you can do that, and you can change. I mean, there's so many moving parts to these things. And I only say this, you guys understand the amount of work this is and the team and the effort that they put into this. It's very, yeah, it's perfect. Perfect. But yeah, if you get a chance to watch, yeah, Degenerate Dating, it was fantastic. I was just, God, we've had some funny shows. Mike and I I don't know if you guys got that email, but we kind of did a recap of some of the shows. And that was really neat to see them of winning, and then me getting, you know how animated I can get, you know, when we're watching that. And oh man, we've had some rough beats too, didn't we? Remember the one at Golden Gate where all of us were alive to the golden hour pick 5, the pick 5, the late pick 4. I mean, the golden hour pick 4. I mean, we were, all of us were alive to one horse. You remember that? And the thing lost by a nose. I mean, that's real. I never heard of this track either. What is this track? Adocod Downs. I like some of these tracks. Race number 1. I don't see results that popped up. 1 furlong race. How quick are you guys? How many yards is 1 furlong? On the good question, Dustin. If you go to so right here. So okay, click on there, and like hot tracks. We'll click on this. What makes a hot track? Tracks are hot when our top win percentage horse or Scotty's top pick have won 37% or more of the last 16 races. Now, it's not a combined. So what you'll see is, you see the Scotty, that handsome guy in that picture right there that my eyes can barely see. That's probably what makes it so handsome. In Delaware Park, in the last 16 races, has won 7, 44%. That's what that means. Or, and look at Belmont Park. Belmont Park, the top win percentage. So that's, and by the way, is there a better logo than our Wi-Fi horse? Have you ever seen one? Like, how modern and beautiful is that? Mike did a great job on that. 62%. 62%. So Belmont's hot. Belmont's hot. 220 yards. Yep. So Gulfstream Park hitting at 38%, coming up in 40 minutes. Why? We can go to race number 1. You can click on this, and it takes us straight there. All right, scratches in. Thank you, Brad. Feel like I want to hug him. Big old teddy bear. Have you ever seen his picture? Brad's got a beard that goes, you can braid his beard. You can braid it. Big old teddy bear. So what I'm doing now is I'm going and getting rid of scratches, right? I want to look at them. I've already eliminated at Belmont some of the horses I didn't like. You could do something like this, but right here, the 4 horse. Well, by the way, we'll talk about this. I've got notes. You can take pictures of my notes as well. You can tell me to scroll so you can see it. You can write them down, whatever. But there's Graham. How are you, Graham? I love Graham's balls deep. By the way, he hits these things. By the way, I'm singling Santa Barbara, Graham. So you and I are on the same page. Bolshe. Yeah, it's a top Scotty pick. I get it, but yeah. So, anyways, that's Graham's picks. Is there a way to tell which race has a high favorite winning percentage? Not sure I understand what you mean. A high favorite win percent. I mean, like Santa Barbara's 43% to win, like that? Is that what you mean? I'm sorry, I'm not really fully understand what you mean. Is there a way? You're just biased, Graham. You're just biased. Is there a way to tell which race has a high favorite winning? By the way, too, if you want to like find favorites, like you can come over here to the dashboard and look at Top Chalk. Look at this at Atto, wherever that is. Well, how about this? Alluring Rumba is 78% to win 1-2 right now with 57 minutes to the race. So you can look at this. You can scroll and find all the horses that are 40% or above right here. And then what you can do is, here be my suggestion. Okay, sweet. Okay. So then what you can do is you can click on this and go to it. And like, I like to take favorites, and then I like to find like long shots, like the Scotty long shot to come like second or third and play exactas. I don't bet these favorites to win unless I see a horse like this that's not 2-5, but all of a sudden, you know, goes off at bigger odds. But like, we can come over here to Pimlico race number 1, get rid of that scratch, and 78%. Of course, I'll always look at the jockey trainer. Look at that. And then I'm going to look. So first of all, you have a trainer that's 33. A jockey is 33%. Bruno Tessori is 17%. Any changes? Just the jockey. 78%. Top Scotty pick. Good GSR, right? So let's see here. Yeah. There's no real advantage on the GSR. I mean, the 6 is a little bit low, but it's Scotty's long shot. This horse is 2%. I would tell you this. This horse is 2%, not in the top 2 Scotty, not a Scotty long shot. And this horse getting bet to 5-1. I'm just going to tell you, like, they almost never win. By the way, exactas and daily doubles are probably the worst payouts in horse racing, just so you know. Right here, Danny. What's up, my man? Where have you been? Never hear from you anymore. What's up, Fred? Absolutely, Fred. What's up, Anthony? Everybody's showing up right now. I love it. Oh, I'm glad. Okay. Glad we're on the same page. You got that. You can, and then you can key this horse like in an exacta. You know, maybe with the Scotty long shot, the horse is 1-2. If you're a bridge jumper, maybe you put, you know, if you think there's a speed advantage as well, maybe you put the horse for third, whatever, you know. But yeah, this horse is 78% to win. Buenos suerte. Buenos dias. ¿Cómo estás? Durendo. Because you're broke right now. Listen, we all go through that. I've been doing okay. I just haven't been playing that much. They're supposed to change. I've seen some situations where they're taking a little bit longer to change, but they're supposed to change. And they will eventually change. I just need them to, we need them to change faster. That's all. Okay, GSR. To explain it, we need to explain this for the GSR for Fred. Okay, let me tell you something. Just on that note there, by the way, too, Danny and everybody, like, and I know, believe me, I lost millions of dollars. No joke. Okay. All because I wanted the high. And usually it's because maybe you're stressed about something, or maybe you have something, maybe you had a rough childhood and you're not dealing with it. Like, I know this sounds crazy, but you guys know what I'm talking about. And so we find something like horse racing. And for us, it was horse racing. Like for me, I'm not really a drinker. It wasn't alcohol. For me, it was horse racing. And so I did well in my life, my businesses. And so I just spent millions. And just because when I was handicapping or when I was betting, I wasn't thinking about whatever was bothering me. That was subconscious. I'm getting, it's psychology right now. I know. So, the wet GSR applies to, no. So we give you the wet GSR, right? So right here on the GSR plus, you'll get a wet. And this tab, or you can sort it and see, it's good. A lot of people use it. I was talking to Laura this morning, and I was like, I never really go here, and I should when the wet track. And you can sort it and you can see. But you're not going to see like these GSRs here reflect any kind of wet surface, whether it's turf, dirt, it doesn't reflect it. Maybe we'll get there eventually, but that's getting a little bit, more. But But yeah, but on that note too, I'm not to be too serious, guys, but seriously, this is coming. We're going to bring this to the site because you know how, like, if you're maybe somebody who cared about, like, had a health issue or whatever, and that's important to you. Well, because I had such a managing my money and horse racing was so bad at it, it's very important to me. So I'm hoping to bring that to the site eventually. We are something that the team wants to do. That's one thing. So you'll see that. And the other thing you're going to see is aftercare for horses. That's very important to me as well. And those are things that eventually, once we get things just running normal and the team gets a little bit bigger, these are the things we're going to be doing to hopefully change horse racing and be a part of it, not just about the money side of it. So that's what we want to bring to horse racing. So I just thought I would share that with you. But Danny, it's very important that you're very careful how you manage your money, when you bet, how you bet. Okay. No, my question. Okay, Justin, your question is this. Does that wet GSR number plus number apply to turf races or only dirt? Only dirt. Only dirt. Only dirt. That's it. You see a wet track, it applies to dirt. That's it. Okay, as far as the GSR, okay, let's see here, because I know Fred was curious on the GSR. Okay, Fred, so there's a couple of things going on with the GSR. GSR stands for genetic strength rating, and what it is it goes back generations. It's an algorithm. Everything is an algorithm here, okay? Some like the EE morning line is an algorithm. The win percentages are an algorithm. The Scotty picks are an algorithm. The Scotty long shot is an algorithm. The SOR is an algorithm. The GSR is an algorithm. There's 10 different algorithms that make up the ticket generator. There's 10 different price play algorithms right here. You see all these? There's 10 different algorithms that make up this price plays. These are long shots as well. And so you'll see, like if you go here to Delaware race number 2, you're going to see a money bag right there. Sand and Tone. It's also a Scotty long shot. So it's 2 different algorithms that are saying this is a decent long shot. Okay. And the EE morning line 6-1, where it's 8-1 on the odds makers morning line. Okay. But the GSR goes back generations. And what it's doing is it's telling you the higher, the better, 1 to 100. So it's a very simple number. And it's telling you this horse is, in this case, you can see 66. And you can see the 6 horse, not a Scotty long shot, 3%, 10-1 in the EE morning line, and a low. You could almost just go like this, and this horse probably won't beat you. Same thing here, 20-1 the EE morning line. Odds maker morning line 10-1, 4%, not in the top 2 Scotty, just won a 44. Okay, here's a really good one for you guys. You see this 44 SOR? Okay, barely won, right? That's a 44. This is a 56 current race SOR, 12 points higher, barely won. Now, did go 5 wide, fair. I'm just going to tell you that these horses almost never win. And then you go over and you see only 4%, EE morning line 20-1. You can get rid of horses like this all day long, okay? And that's important because you want to look at the contenders in the race. You don't want to have to farts with the others. So that's the GSR. The way you're going to use that, Fred, you're going to use it for first-time starters. You're going to use it to compare the other horses against each other. You're going to use it for horses going on a different surface for the first time. And what you're doing is looking for a pattern as well. You can go, okay, here's an example. The last race, this 5 horse was in a 61 GSR, 50 SOR, okay? And now is in a 56 SOR, so it's a tougher, but does also get 5 points higher on the GSR. So kind of mixed feelings. 20 to 22%, second Scotty pick. There's nothing really pulling me to the horse, but there's nothing saying that the horse can't win. Tough decision. That's horse racing, right? So then you would go to each horse. You go, okay, 7 horse, not in the top 2 Scotty, but the horse is 36%, beat a 44 group, did it easy, seems to be need a lead type horse. So then you would have to look at the other speed in the race. So, it's not an easy game we love. Seems to be some other speed in the race, but not in the top 2 Scotty. So that makes me nervous, but the win percentage algorithm likes it. See what I mean? GSR is the same. How about the 3 horse? Only 11%, but top Scotty pick. Looks like I need the lead type as well. You see that? But look at the last 2 races, 58, 56. I mean, this horse is a player. Top Scotty pick is definitely a player. All right, Scotty long shot. This is a wide open race, I can tell you. But anyways, that's an example of that. Then, well, the thing about first-time starters here is that's an advantage that we all have using EquinEdge. That's the advantage. Anthony, you can't invest in EquinEdge because you've got like $9.60. That's what your bankroll is. What are you going to get? It'd probably be a good investment, to be honest with you. So then you can also, Fred, you can go to the GSR Plus. So if you click on the horse's name, and then you go up here, right? You're on Handy View. You go to GSR Plus and you click on that, and then you can sort it, and you can see, okay, look at the horse is at 66, right? So 6 furlongs, the GSR Plus is saying 6 furlongs on the dirt is absolutely this horse's best distance. That's what it's saying. Okay. And then here's the other tabs. You can see when you look at the tabs, when you look 66 for dirt, 54 for turf, 51 for synthetic, 62 for wet. So you can see clearly this horse is a dirt horse. Did it ever run on turf? Let's see. All right. So here's an example. You see the 48 right here on the GSR? And look how the horse ran up a creek. 48. But a lot of this, too, by the way, too, a lot of it depends on the SOR. What I love about the SOR and GSR here on the Handy View is that you can use them in combination. What you're hoping to find is the GSR is going up from last race to this current race, and the SOR is going down from last race to this current race. You find that combination, and by the way, we're going to give you that. Eventually, we are going to give you that information. So you won't have to search for it. You won't have to go through every single track, every single race. Here, you see all these flames? That means every one of these tracks that has a flame on it over the last 16 races is hitting at 37% or higher. Pretty cool. The GSR jumps just based on the breeding, meaning maybe okay, like Hot Rod Charlie is an example. Doug O'Neill put the horse on turf twice and had a 57 and a 56 respectively on the GSR, and then he put the horse on dirt finally, going a mile, I think was the first race on dirt, and the horse literally jumped to an 86. That's like there was a 30-point jump in one shot and the horse won. You find situations like that, bet your lungs out. I told you guys about a story where I found a horse that was, and I had told Justin about this as well ahead of time. I might have told Brady. I found a horse that was a 29-point increase from the last race. So he'd only had 2 lifetime races. Maybe it was 1, and didn't run bad. So what I noticed was had a really low GSR in his first race and didn't run bad, showed speed to the stretch. And the SOR was high, so faced tougher horses. Now is dropping an SOR about 8 points, but went up 29 points on the GSR from that first race to the next race. It was 20-1 in the morning line. I singled that horse, and I played like I want to say a $400 pick 5. Singling that horse, it was 20-1. It ended up winning the race, and I ended up winning $48,000 in the pick 5 because I treated that horse like it was a 4-5 shot. If I don't have EquinEdge, how do I even do that? No way to do it. Because maybe they're bred for grass or maybe they're bred for dirt. How about Cigar? Do you remember when Belmont had that horse on the turf for like the first 5 or 6 races and kept running good but never could really get there? Was it at Tampa Bay? It was, Justin, Tampa Bay? Yeah, no, it was a smaller ticket, but the point was I treated that 20-1 shot like it was 4-5, just off of that. Do you remember though, Cigar? If you look at Cigar's past performances, they had like 6 or 7 races on the turf first, and the horse was just running okay. And all of a sudden, they put that horse in the dirt. I would love. We'll be. By the way, soon you're going to be able to look up horses and be able to see their all their GSR plus ahead of time. I'm going to look up. The first horse I'm going to look up is Cigar, and I would almost bet you that the turf numbers for that horse. So if we're terrible, the GSR were terrible in comparison to dirt, and if Bill Mott had seen that, he never would have put the horse on turf. That's called trainer's edge. That's coming. If you want to really make a good score, you have to take risks of leaving favorites out or singling horses that are a little bit higher odds. I mean, just don't do it just to do it. But yeah. Monmouth race number 1 is coming up. Happy Saturday, everybody. It's Saturday, right? I'm flying to Dallas tomorrow for 3 days on business. And then Del Mar, the entire meet. Is that crazy? I've never done that. I lived in California my entire life. Been to Del Mar, never missed other than last year. And I've never stayed an entire meet. I'm staying at the Del Mar Hilton, which is right across the street from Del Mar, and just going to walk. I didn't even rent a car. Didn't even rent a car. By the way, if you haven't seen Justin and Brady's show called Action Hour, check it out on YouTube. They do an amazing job. As a matter of fact, we're going to cover Belmont Park. Justin and Brady covered Belmont Park. So Justin's got a lot of strong opinions about Belmont today. So we're looking forward. Hopefully Justin's going to stay on a while, and he'll talk to us about some of the horses he likes. So GSR numbers, they are fixed, Dan, but they can change as the family is winning or losing. Those numbers can go up or down. But they're not drastic numbers. They're does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. They'll change as the family is changing and winning and losing, that type of thing. Right? It's an amazing algorithm. Amazing algorithm. They are. And they're just starting to get that momentum as well. And they are. I mean, they're getting more comfortable. They're good together. When I met Justin, came over and stayed with me for a while, and we hung out, and I'm like, I knew it'd be great on having a show. And then Brady came in second in the Pegasus in the tournament that I won, which was so crazy. And he came up and introduced himself to me. And just the nicest gentleman you ever want to meet. And we were and both Justin and Brady are new in horse racing. That's what I loved too, by the way. I love that you got young men that are solid human beings, but also new in the game, because we're all trying to attract new people. We need it. Like young people bring in energy. You're going to have, Cindy, you guys are going to have to absolutely come and check me out. Absolutely. I'll be staying at the Del Mar Hilton. I have lost some weight. Yeah. I'm trying. I've been trying to eat a little bit more protein. I've been working out all the time because I know that sometimes I'm going to have to wear suits down there at Del Mar. And I couldn't fit it in my suits. Ever since I left TVG, I started ballooning up. It doesn't take much when you get older. Metabolism just stops. Justin lives in Washington State, outside of Seattle. A multi-million-dollar home. I didn't want to buy. You know what happens when you buy a new suit? I didn't want to do that. I hosted that Kentucky Derby Del Mar party in May, and I was forced to buy a suit. Yeah, thank you, Gary. Yeah. Yes. Justin's going to come down to Del Mar. Yeah, my metabolism just sucks. Probably you'd be surprised. Like, I don't eat that much. I really don't. That's probably even worse. I need to eat throughout. We got time. We're good. Like, we've got, you know what I love is when we first did this show, like we had to go straight into handicapping, but it seems like we all find things to talk about, all of us together, now that we get to know each other better, doesn't it? Such an amazing community we're building. By the way, how many of you are actually coming to Vegas? Are you coming? Any of you? I'm going to be there. I hope, David, you come over and say hello. Hope you do. I would love to meet you. You want to do an EE show? No, I want Deb. I want Deb and Cindy to do an EE show is what I want. Whenever they're ready, we will create a show for Deb and Cindy. 100%. The females of EquinEdge. Anthony's going to be in Vegas. Okay, well, don't forget, we're staying at the Bally's, because that's where the NHC is going to be. Oh, and by the way, So John, John's our data scientist. John is a partner in EquinEdge, and John and me and Mike were the ones that started EquinEdge. And so John handles all the algorithms. So John and I worked hours and hours on these algorithms. We have 27 of them now, I think 20, maybe 28. And now it's come to a point now we don't even know what these algorithms are looking at. And also John's become so good at it, he very rarely needs me anymore, which hurts my feelings, but it's beyond me now. But he was giving me some good news on our simulated race. He said, right now we're able to predict 36% of the time which horse is going to have the lead at the first call. That might not seem like much, but we're hoping to be at like 45% to predict the horse that's going to be at the second call who will be in the lead, because then you can take it from there. You can use the other metrics, and then now you can run with that and you go, oh my God, look at this horse. It's going to be 2 lengths in front at the half mile pole. And this is right 50% of the time. You guys you don't even know. You guys don't even know what's coming. Game changer. Long past me, I truly believe that EquinEdge will be the new daily racing form for generations to come. I really believe that. But we'll be talking later on in life. I'll be gone. We'll be, you younger people will be talking about. I was a part of when it started. Yeah, of course. Every quarter pole it gets less, but we're hoping to hit 45% second call, being able to predict who's going to have the lead. Yeah. I know we're missing pace, not speed. By the way, with the next update you see, you're going to have ticket book, and you're not going to have this. That horse time, it's gone. Some of you are going to hate me, but I'm right. And I know because I've run the statistics with John, thousands of them, and I can tell you that time means nothing. You don't need it. How many of you even look at this time? Besides quarter horses, do you guys look at the time the horse ran at all in the handy view? I don't. I don't even look at it. Who cares? 109 and 2. So what? What does it mean? With EquinEdge, because of the metrics we have, time is irrelevant. Yeah. Good point, Anthony. I don't think so, Oldie. Honestly, even at 5 furlong race, I'll tell you a story. So I was on air with Jose. You remember when I was doing the quarters? By the way, do you know how hard it was to replace Dave Weaver and Les Onaka? I felt like Jose and I did a great job. We were 2 handicappers, not a host and a handicapper, but 2 handicappers, because Jose busts his ass. He works hard. And when he gives you picks, you know that he handicapped. I will tell you this right now. You can't say the same about everybody else. And there was a 110-yard race, okay, Oldie? 110 yards. And there was a horse that we had that had like 48% to win. But then there was like 2 other horses that were so lightning fast, I can't even tell you. And then we had a debate on it. And I said, Jose, I'll bet you right now, he didn't think the top win percentage was going to win. I said, I'll tell you right now. He goes, Scott, it's 110 yards. It does not matter. It's the fastest horse. I'm like, class. It does matter. Have you ever seen a horse that never seems to get the lead? All of a sudden he drops like 3 levels in class. The next thing he goes gate to wire. Have you guys ever seen that? Right? So anyways, the race took off. Gates open. My horse, the class horse, top win percentage, broke dead last by 3/4 of a length, going 110 yards, and won by 3/4 of a length against those speed horses who broke perfect in 110 yards. I would argue with you, Oldie, that even at 5 furlongs, time means nada. Nada. Means nothing. The sooner it's gone and out of your psyche and you don't even see it, the better it's going to be. We got Monmouth Park race number 1 coming up. By the way, have any of you seen how on fire Woodbine has been? I mean, it doesn't have a flame right now, but it's been in fuego. Let's see here. Let's go back here. 7.6. No. 7.5. No. 7.4 for sure. Okay. I'm winging this right now, but I don't even know. But I've been seeing and I've been hearing. Okay, top pick $6.50. The 3 horse 50% to win. EE morning line 2-1 was 3-1 in the morning line. Okay, 5 horse top that one. Okay, 1 horse second top pick 57%. 1. 3 horse 1. Scotty Longshot came in second. Paid $13 to place, 30-1. 6 horse came in third. What'd that trifecta pay? For 20 cents, it paid $9.60. What was that, like 58 bucks, something like that? I mean, that's for $1. Top pick, $9.30. Top pick, $3.40. I didn't even look at this. I'm looking at this with you. Top pick, second pick came in first and second, paid $10.20. The exacta paid $7.90. This is what's been going on at Woodbine. And I can tell you, in all the prior meets of Woodbine, horrible. The worst track. I wouldn't even look at Woodbine, but for whatever reason, it's doing very well. So everyone, Mike, is staying at Bally's. At Bally's. Look at this horse. Second Scotty pick, 22%, second top win percentage. And this horse paid $15.60. Everybody's staying over there. Yeah, my couch. Hey, listen, that wouldn't be the first time. Everybody's welcome in my place for sure. Yes. Scotty Longshot is just under 15%. It's about 14.5%. And it's in the money 34%, just a little bit above 34%, first, second, or third. And that's where that's how I win the tournaments, 100%. Justin saw it. I win tournaments taking favorites or top Scotty picks with the Scotty Longshot. That's how I do it. Keying them in the second spot, keying them in the third spot. How many of you want to see a show with Cindy and Deb? I want to see that. Thank you so much. I feel like a big part of this community, and the people that are part of it, and the passion that everyone has for EquinEdge is off the charts. I could have only dreamed it. You got to understand, I had this vision of what a horse player would need, right? And I know we're not fully there yet as far as our products and things like that, and we have a long way to go. But I had this vision. I'm like, people need to have a life. It can't just be handicapping for hours and hours and hours. And I had a vision. And I'm like, I want to bring this. And initially it was, it's taken some time to get people to warm up to it. But when people don't leave, 90% retention. Can you imagine that on subscriptions? For those of you that subscribe to either the Weekend Warrior or the monthly, unlimited, or the yearly, of course, only 10% of you leave. That's unheard of, especially in horse racing. I'm proud of. I'm most proud of that. But I'm also proud of the team and where we started. If you can imagine how many hours have been put into this site and money. So it's really neat to see how it's coming along right now. And a lot of the tracks and casinos, we're getting contacted almost on the daily now. They want to, people want to partner, and they're seeing it. Our UX is our user interface, the way it functions, how simple it is. Look, we have everything we want right here if we want it. We can go further and look at other things. We can look at HandyView Plus and GSR Plus if we want. I mean, but everything we need is right here. And if you aren't familiar yet with that GSR, get familiar with it. You'll love it. Just use it. Just use it and watch it. It's insane. Those of us that have been seeing that thing just are amazed by it. Here's a horse going up in 4 minutes. A 7 horse who's Scotty's second pick. 2-1 in the EE morning line, 31%, and a 72 GSR and a second place finish. I mean, here's a prime example of a horse that probably will win. Yeah, we're all delinquents. Well, not as much. We're not as bad at delinquents now that we have a tool that takes us like seconds, right? I mean, I won the Pegasus. I know I don't say that in a bragging way. You guys know how I am. I hope you do, but I say it in a way that I did it with no handicapping. Justin was with me. I showed up at Gulfstream Park with no handicapping. For those of you that have ever played in big tournaments, when did you start handicapping prior? A week? 2? When did you start handicapping? Right? As soon as the form came out, you started looking. How many hours a day did you put into it? I was having wine with Justin. We were having a good time. Showed up at the track, took my computer out, and won the Pegasus. Who can claim that? No handicapping. As soon as the entries, right? You start so soon. Exactly. If you want to spend all your day playing horses, that's great, but do it where you don't have to be handicapping all the time. You're doing it this way. You're just going like this. I'm going here next. Now I'm going to go to Gulfstream in 7 minutes. I'm going to go to Pimlico in 27 minutes. Let's just say you're at Monmouth. You handicap for an hour this race, half hour, whatever. The race ends. Now Gulfstream Park's coming up in 7 minutes. How fast can you handicap? You know what I mean? Like, how fast can you do it? You can't. But we just have to click here and we just confident. So yeah, I'm down for the 7 horse, 72 GSR, second Scotty pick, 31%, 8-5 on the EE morning line. 8-5 on the EE morning line, and draws a really good post, and looks to have tactical speed. Comes back at the same level. What else do we see with this horse? I mean, got a second place finish against 6 other horses and broke 7th. Broke last. If this horse can somehow break good, going to be really tough. This horse has been burning money. This is never a good sign when you're 3 lengths in front and you lose, and you're 7-2. 2-1, you lose by 2 1/4 lengths, right? Bumped hard at the start here, 8 furlongs. Throw that out. I mean, yeah, the 3 is going to run good. Even money right now. If the 7 gets a good trip, the 7 can beat the 3. 7's going to be right there, I would imagine. I do kind of like this horse a little bit as well. I think this horse can improve. Comes out of that 6:19 race and bumped at the start, went 4 wide, and was off since October of last year. So maybe that's a good long shot to look at, right? Oh, thank you, Fred. You're welcome. My pleasure. Just a Scotty long shot, Keith? Yeah. Okay. So I know what I was going to do. I was going to pull up the TVG because I can't show the race. God, it just kills me to not just be able to pull up that race right now, but I can't. We don't want to get shut down. All right, so Monmouth Park. I think I really do. I kind of like the 4 a little bit, but if the 7 gets a good break, I think the 7 can be tough. The 1 horse is a late scratch, but we didn't have the 1 anyways. I like that they don't mess around over there at Monmouth Park, right? The horse got scratched. They waited an extra minute or 2, and now they're going in the gate. 3 horse looks very good on the track. I can tell you that along the way. Top Scotty pick. I'm really curious if the 7 horse can break good. You're getting 5-2 odds right now on a horse that has a 72 GSR and a 31% win and an 8-5 on the E morning line, which means that it's fair value. This horse just needs to break good. That post is fantastic. This is the best setup this horse has ever had. This would be the type of horse that I'll put perfect trip because everything's perfect right now. So hopefully it lines up for this horse. Let's see what happens. Just want to see the 7 break good. Whoa, oh, 4 broke through the gate. And this, you see how calm the 7 is right now? If you're putting money in a horse, like that's so important. So important. You know, maybe a 7-3-2 trifecta as well. By the way, remember we were talking about Scotty Longshots winning for first-time starters? It has the 2-horse Prominent Henny as its top pick. Now, it's not a big field of horses, so it has to pick a horse. But I think the field is so small right now that unless this horse is really showing signs of maybe being affected by that breaking through the gate, that they won't scratch that horse. But Prominent Henny, you know, maybe do like a 3-7 with 3-7 with 2 trifecta, and then do a bigger one, 7 with 3 with 2 trifecta, and then a backup 7-2 exacta, something like that. Now that the 4 broke through the gate, maybe the 4 is not one to really love, and the 5 is dead on the board. We'll see what happens here. They're reloaded, Monmouth Park, race number 1. So now after watching this, the 7 didn't break bad, but the 7 just doesn't have any early speed, right? And now rushing up. I don't like to see it rushing up, but I like that there's a hole right there between the 2 and the 3. I like that, but the horse stayed on the rail. The rush up, I don't like. I think the jockey could have been more patient. I really do. And now he's going to sit there and duel with the first-time starter, the Scotty Longshot. This Scotty Longshot was the real deal live, right? Looks like it. 3's not really running. I mean, this is a duel between the 7 and the 2, unless they just stop. And the 2 went wide, which is going to hurt the 2. And first-time starters will do that when they get tired. You should watch that horse back. Right now, we're just rooting for the 3 to get up, but the 3's all over the place. Come on, 3, get up for second. It might. It might. Stay up 2. Stay up 2. Stay up 2. Stay up 2. No, stay up 2. Ah, God. 7-3. I think that was the 5. Man, 2 ran right there. Gosh, that would have been so good. I don't know. I probably won't bet. I don't. 5-2 on that 7 horse, right? Top GSR by far by 12 points, right? God. How that 2 horse Prominent Henny losing to the 5 horse by an absolute head. I know, Art. I know. It's not the 2. 7-3-5-2. God, so close. Thanks, Justin. 5-2 right now, right? Yeah, 5-2 on that 7 horse. That's fantastic. That 2 got tired, by the way. You should put a note on that 2 to come right back. Gulfstream Park, race number 1. You guys want to go to Gulfstream? All right, Warp Speed Baby. Yeah, I definitely am looking for horrible. Okay, the 3 horse had a horrible wide trip. Throw out and watch for next. That's a big note. That's a big note. And the horse right now is 10-1. And it's also the Scotty Longshot. So the 3's in there somewhere. Ethos. So the last time this horse ran 8 furlongs on the turf was 5 back against a 56 SOR, pulled. Okay, so you're seeing a trend with this horse. This horse needs the lead. So now I'm looking immediately to see how much speed's in this race. Who's fast? Who's fast? 8's a bit fast. 8's a bit fast. Will the 8? I don't know if the 6 will clear, but six has to have the lead. It looks like we'll be on the lead most likely. It's going to send. for Kent Sweezy, who's a great trainer. But Wilmer Garcia is going to send this horse. Absolutely going to send. If the 8 duels with the 6, then who's it set up for? Maybe it sets up for the 3. Scotty Longshot, 10-1. I've got a note on it. Ralph Nix, Sammy Camacho, Sit a Good Trip. This is kind of Sammy Camacho's thing. I could see it. I could see it. Also, the 2 horse, Scotty's second pick, 4-1 right now. This horse can absolutely win this race, and I'll tell you why. If it depends, because the 6 is going to be ranked unless he clears. We already know that. Headstrong, I get the feeling about this horse already. If the 8 or anybody else goes with the 6, then the 2 horse can be sitting in a garden spot, because you can see how this horse finishes every single time. And the note says 1 paced. Broken air here, you can see. So I think the 2 horse runs a good race here. I do. I think the 2 horse runs a really good race. Noted. The 4 at Gulfstream Park. I threw the 4 out, John. Colonel Jackson, 13-1 right now, getting bet. The GSR. There you go. The GSR jumping from 46. Yeah. Dropping class to the bottom. Yeah. I could see where this horse could maybe all of a sudden surprise. A few more left to load in the gate. I could see that. Cindy likes the 4. I'm liking the 6 horse to go gate to wire. The 3, I think it's the top 3 Scotty picks. I really do. One of those horses is going to win. 2, 3, or 6. I'll be shocked if the 6 is not in the lead. And the jockey's doing a really poor job right now. He grabbed that horse. Hate that he just did that. Hate that. He had it. He had the lead, and he got a little lucky there because those horses went wide. You can't play games with these horses that are headstrong. The minute that horse, that 40-1 shot passes him, the second that horse is not going to run comfortably. Although he looks comfortable, doesn't he? I don't know. We'll see. They're not going that fast. 24 seconds. That's why I just don't think that was a really good job by the jockey. Who's the jockey? Wilmer Garcia. He's hitting at 10%. I mean, he's going 24 seconds. He needed to send that horse, so it sent a message to the jockey on the 10 that said, all right, maybe I need to sit back. But 47-4 right now is not bad. 10's done. 6 is going. Here comes the 3, Warp Speed Baby, the one I had a note on, right? The 2 horse is just a hanger, but he's coming. It's just like we talked about. The 1 horse is coming too. I don't think the 1 horse is running good enough to win, but we'll see. 6 horse got the lead. And 1's coming. I think the 1's going to probably pass the 3, but it's going to be close. 3's trying. I would love to see 6-3 here. That would be fantastic. He's trying. The jockey on 3's trying. Stay up. Nah, God, see 6-1-3. We can't connect on these exactas, but the 3 ran good. Good note. 6 horse gate to wire. All right, we're 2 for 2 at least, right? I mean, the 1 horse had the second top win percentage, went off at 6-1. He ain't no saint. Edgar Zayas aboard. Do you see how fast we can handicap? It's a fun game when we can enjoy this like this, right? And just go from track to track to track. Pimlico coming up in 1 minute, 19 minutes to Monmouth Park race number 2. We got Belmont Park race number 1. I mean, we're going to be leaning on Justin big time here. I did the pick 6 for today. I know that 3 horse. We got a little unlucky. The 2 horse in the first race at Monmouth Park, big long shot, ended up getting 3rd instead of 2nd. Oh, you only looked at Belmont Park late? Oh, you got it, James. Yeah, soon. I don't know about soon. I got to be careful about that. But soon, you guys will have my picks. You guys are going to be able to share my picks with me, and even share your picks with your friends. By the way, today, I'd be remiss if I didn't say you got the Belmont Oaks today. By the way, it's an invitational race. And then also the $1 million Belmont Derby Invitational. That's coming up. That's over at Belmont Park today. So some really good races on closing weekend over at Belmont Park. Sure. We can. 33 minutes, though. We got 33 minutes. I'll tell you. Yeah, let's look at that. We were going to cover that and Woodbine anyways. Woodbine's 53 minutes from now. Okay. Pick 5. So first thing, wow, how about a 2% horse in Dr. Jeff? It's a first-time starter. 5-2 on the morning line, 5-2 on the, let's see here. 2-1 on the E morning line and only 2%. And top Scotty pick. I know that's guy. I'm going to get the hate mail. I can already see it. Why is it only 2%? Algorithm. I have no idea. I have no idea. These are great works, I'll tell you that. Very good works. Spacing, perfect. 7 to 8 days, perfect. It does, when I look at these works, it doesn't even look like they're trying. Just cruising. This horse is just doing it all on its own. This horse can run. Rosario's aboard. I don't know why he doesn't have a win percentage, but Rosario's aboard. You're playing from the boat? Hopefully you're not driving. Nine to 5 right now on the 2. A top Scotty pick, 2-1 in the EE morning line, but only 2%. How about this horse, though? That's a big GSR, 9 points higher than the next closest horse. Fort Ticonderoga. Daroga. Try to do that on national TV. It's kind of embarrassing. Ticonderoga. I'd be like this on TV. I'd be on TVG going, Fort Ticonderoga. I had no shame. Oh, I'm close? Steph is driving? Okay, smart man. You got to keep Steph around just for that, Justin. Sorry, Steph, I'm just kidding. 40%. Ooh, good point. No, it's supposed to switch. It says right here, 6 furlongs dirt lifetime. I want to believe that, Dan. I hope it switched. It looks like it switched. If it looks like it and it acts like it, it probably is. I don't know. I'm shocked to see that 2%, honestly. Shocked. These workouts are good. Connections are good. I don't understand. I really don't. I just sometimes you just don't even try to overthink it. It just is what it is, and you can't let it bother you. You cannot. Ticonderoga. Okay. Ticonderoga. Ticonderoga. All right. Fort Ticonderoga. You guys are funny. The name is like the pencil? Okay. You know, you guys know Dave Weaver and I are really good friends. It's so funny because like he texted me yesterday. I didn't even text him back. He's so bad. I'll text me, won't even text me back. No, he'll text me. I'll call him. He won't call me back. And he sends me, you guys see the screen? Tell me if you can see this. He sends me this. Can you guys see that? Hold on here. You guys see all those? Okay. So yesterday he's on and he's like, every track is hot. And it was a bug. He goes, and North Dakota wasn't hot. He goes, why the hell are you even showing North Dakota? Who the hell plays North Dakota? So funny. Oh, it was the Revolutionary War battle. That one. I should have put 2 and 2 together. I didn't think about it, James. I gotta get caught up on my history. Oh, that's good information from Marshall. Belmont race number 2. The Euro is a freak. You're not talking about this horse then. Who are you talking about, Marshall? Belmont Derby number 2. Oh, and the Belmont Derby. Excuse me. My bad. Hello. Which race is that? Cheers, mate. Good day. That's terrible, right? I didn't do good, right? Love Australia. You know, I toured that entire country for a month. This is one of the best experiences I ever had. Good day, mate. I would do that all the time, and I have some very close Australian friends too. And they're like, "Stop, Scott, stop." EquinEdge is absolutely going international. Gary's keeping me on track. Hey, it's not my fault, Gary. I'm trying to answer all these messages coming through. God, you're worse than my ex-wife. Good day, mate. Let's see you guys give your best good day. Good day. You think you're doing it right, right? It's like, good day. Is it good day? Good day? Good day? Wow. Where were we? We were okay. Because we might have a single. Okay, the Derby, the 2. Oh, Bolshoi Ballet. All right, yeah. It went off as the favorite in the Epsom Derby and lost by 17 lengths. Where do you come? How do you know it's a freak? Have you heard some like good information about this horse? Because like a freak is not losing as the favorite by 17 lengths. I don't know. It won a grade 3. What else did it do? It lost in the 2 grade 1s it was in. I think it's just the connections got this horse over bet. It is Scotty's top pick. I don't know. I like Du Jour. Let me just throw it out there right now. Du Jour. Du Jour, I think this horse is a freak. 9-2 on the morning line, 4-1 the E morning line. And how about Tokyo Gold, the Scotty Longshot, the 84 GSR, and the price play? Oh, he got stopped? Michael said he got stopped. Hold on. Outpaced. It doesn't say, I don't see where it says that, but I believe you. I can't see it here on the trouble line. No, he hasn't been. No, he is not. All right, Graham said, was Derby favorite and it's struck into right at the Derby. Oh, it did? Gotcha. Fair enough. That's good info. No, I mean, that's really good info. Top Scotty pick as well. No, that might change how I play it for sure. Maybe I'll add the 2 and the 5. I think Du Jour is the real deal. And I think Hard Love is going to run a good race. At Monmouth Park, the price on the 3 and the 4. So the 3 is 10-1. The 4 is 3-1. All right. Belmont Park. Let's get focused before I get screamed at. Gary's going to chew me out, you guys. No questions for 2 minutes. I don't know what's happening in this race, honestly. I would like, I could handicap this or take some risks, but tell me who you can honestly throw out. Can you throw this one out? Who went off at 6-1? Second time starter, great connections. How about this one? This one? This one? I don't know. Leaning towards the 1, but the system's just using the 1 and 2, the top 2 Scotty picks, but you got a Scotty long shot, first time or second time starter. Probably like this one the least. But I mean, I could completely take a chance and go, things are lining up to the one. Could. The GSR is 69. Connection solid, but the connection is solid everywhere here. Blinkers are added to the 3-horse. Do you guys see that? If you don't go to changes, you should at least just go like this and just see if a jockey got off a horse and went on another horse, or there's something here. You see it in red, it means it's a first-time occurrence. That means the 3-horse is getting blinkers for the first time, as well as getting off the dirt and on the turf. So that is wrong. Okay? On turf. So the notes didn't change. Changes didn't change, I mean. There is, if there's not 1,000 little details to this site, I don't even know. It's crazy. So yeah, I mean, you could play the top 3, Scotty. I mean, but look at 30% on the 9-horse, a good post, good workouts, good connections, 12 to 1 in the morning line down to 3 to 1, and 7 to 2 on the EE morning line. Now, that 12 to 1 initially, there was 4 other horses in here in the defense of the odds maker, right? So ours adjusts, which is an advantage, which is another thing probably we never even talk about if you think about that. The odds maker can't change his odds, but we can. There you go, 7 to 2. I mean, and let's see here. We'll generate this. I mean, this race is just ridiculous. At least when you just look at it right here, I mean, it's just crazy. I didn't know what to do here. I don't know that the GSR applies here. I think you know what's funny? The more I use the GSR, the more I think it even applies in races like this, believe it or not. I really do. The trail form in this race, I'm not sure I understand what you mean, the trail form. The past performances, you mean? I mean, I think anything can happen in this race. How about the E morning line? 2 to 1 on the 1, 19%, and Scotty long shot. You know, sometimes what I'll do in a race like this, because if you use all, then you can't spread out later. Sometimes I'll just take the top 3 Scotty picks. I'll just do that. I mean, this race is going to be a lot tougher to handicap, clearly, right? It seems to me like every one of these horses can win. I don't like this horse, though, and I'll tell you why. Look, 52 ran good, 52 ran good here, 60 no good, 56 no good, 56 no good. The GSR was lower in the last race, to be fair. I just think this is too tough a group, so I'm gonna throw out 10. 30 to 1 the E morning line, and this horse just does not like to win. I'm gonna say this no on the 7. So then I'll cover these. Hold on here. Okay, something like that, right? Make a couple of changes, make sure you're right. Just leaving a 38% horse out. I can't do that. Boom. And then you lock the race. If you lock it, then it's got to do it. So now we're down to this. We'll do that, 50% horse, but it's not the top Scotty. Blitz to win the 8. Oh, this horse looks really good. I don't know if you can play this big of a ticket. Let's see here. Got to use this horse. Trini Truck. This horse looks really good. Broke from the rail last time out. Breaks again from the rail. Nothing wrong with this one. Coffee bar, huh? This horse had everything go its way last time out. Now cuts back in distance. It might not show any speed. This horse could get over bet for sure, but it is a 72 GSR. This race could prove to be more difficult than what it looks like. Maybe the 5 is a single. Let's see. I mean, second off the layoff is very, very fast. Can you catch this horse? Maybe this horse is the real deal. This horse won't be close. This horse won't be close. It looks like that 5 horse could be the lone speed. Yeah, why not? All right. Let's go for it. Okay, who's not getting bet here? We're going to have to leave some horses out. Can't play a $187 ticket. Pimlico won. The all button is terrible. Terrible. What happened at Pimlico? All right, so what if we take the 13 out? This horse, this 9, is not doing anything. All right, so we're going to take this horse out. Winning drive. This horse is fast, 56. I can't eliminate this horse. I want to, but I can't. So, okay, so we eliminated 1 horse. Come over here in this race. Can we eliminate anybody else? There really isn't. Is there? I mean, 7's not getting bet. June 22nd. Is there any gaps? 30th to the 6th, 15th to the 22, 8th to the 15th, 2nd to the 8th. No gaps. No gaps. Luis Saez aboard. This horse is getting bet. If I eliminated anybody in this race here, I would be forcing it. I would literally be forcing it. And you got a horse that's 38%, 15 to 1 in the morning line. Like, why is this horse? This horse is 4%, but he's 5 to 2 in the morning line, 7 to 1. I'm going to eliminate the 6, not in the top 2, Scotty. That's all I can get to. That's it. I can't eliminate anybody else, I don't think. Yeah, I like de jour. Here would be my ticket. If you want to take something else out, you can do that, but this is the ticket I would do at Belmont. All right, Monmouth Park race number 2. So what happened to Pimlico, by the way? Anybody? So, oh, top 3 picks came in, first, second, and third. Wow, the 67% horse lost to the 1. I have a note on this horse. Let's see here. Oh, it's my friend John's horse. John Graneri. Oh, top pick. I like when that happens. There's 1-2 straight races as well. Three to 5 right now. Well, I know who I'm rooting for. Oh, John got second, huh? Okay, so the top two picks came in first and second. No Bull Jack at 3-1 over the 6 horse at 3-5. 41%. Okay. Gulfstream Park race number 2 is coming up. So why don't we look at that? And we've got Woodbine coming up. Belmont race number 1 is coming up in 12 minutes as well. Okay. Jock trainer changes. This horse was just gelded, but they win 11% of the time when they're gelded. Why can't you bet Gulfstream? Pick 4 for $48. Let's see what this yields. Let's see here. 6 and 8. You can just look at this, right? And you can just tell this is a wide open race, right? Any changes? Nothing really to speak of. Jockey trainer combination, nothing really. GSR, I mean, all these numbers are horrible. I mean, none of them are really that great. Yes, I'm a beast. Second time starter, steadied, and still finished up nicely. Comes back at the same mark, jumps from 53 to 57, gets a good post, but doesn't seem to have any speed. Doesn't seem to have any speed. I don't like that. This is the type of horse that gets in the money but might not win. Second time starter here, broke from the rail, lost by 16 lengths, drops in for 25,000 from straight maiden. Biggest drop in horse racing. GSR goes from 42 to 50. They probably gave this horse a race. I would say the 6 is going to be very difficult. 9-5 right now. 3, Midnight Alibi, first time starter. There's gaps in these works. I don't like it. I don't care for the 3. 2 horse Skipperini, second time starter. Step slow, showed some speed, stopped, might have needed the race. Scotty long shot. I think the 6 is going to be tough. Here's a first-time starter with a 26% number, 50 GSR, which is average, 26, June 12th. I don't like that. I don't like the gaps. Well, no, they could have just missed a work here, actually. I take that back. They could have just missed that work. 1 is interesting. 1's the type of horse not getting bet right now at 7-1 you could put in the money. These are the races that you at least have a shot because of the GSR. But this is not, I don't know that this is really telling us much because none of these GSRs are that great. Okay. I'm still leaning towards the 6 horse, Meccano. It's a big drop. Big drop. Yes, I'm a beast. I just don't like the lack of speed and that wide post at 5 furlongs if you have no speed. If for whatever reason this horse has more speed than looks like, then maybe I would like the 8. I would probably do something like this, and I would probably single the 6 horse. That would be my ticket. Yeah. Gulfstream Park, wager, win, 206. Okay. I'll bet with you guys a little bit. I'm 5 prolonged race. You break bad, you don't win. We'll see who breaks good. This is a big drop for the 6, though. 3-2 right now, too, so getting heavy. So the horse that's getting actually the late action is on top of it, the 6. The 8 showed no speed first time out and is wide, just goes in. They're loaded. Five broke bad, 6 broke on top. 6 and 1. One horse is the one we talked about. Like this one is in the Scotty long shot, we knew had some speed. And 6 is running good, though. And this drop in class will probably help this horse win this race. But not going to be surprised by the 1 who broke good, first-time starter. There's a Scotty long shot, Skipperini. But from what I remember seeing with this horse, the horse stopped late. So we'll see what happens. 6 is all out, though. I don't like the way the 6 is running. I'll say that. I mean, Shoson's now, look at losing ground. That's never a good sign. How about this one horse? This one horse wins at 26-1, right? And goes off at 6-1. Scotty Longshot right now is in the lead. And here comes is that the 8? Yeah, the 8's going to win this race. Wow. Best finisher, for sure. We know that. 1's done. It's going to come in 8-2, clearly. How about that 8? System had the 8 and 6 as well. I took the 8 out. 8-2-7. 8-2-7. Top GSR. Amazing. All right, let's do Belmont. To Belmont Park. You single the 8, Leo? Nice. Good call. Start of the pick 5. I might have to play. Maybe I'll play a pick 5. Let's see who looks good. There's the 3 horse. Any minute. Adding blinkers. Looked very good on the track. You remember when we were talking about 2-year-olds? If you get a chance and you're watching TVG or like, look and see whether you can tell that they're 2. Are they gangly and goofy? You know what I mean? All over the track. Like a 7 horse looks all weird. Flip the script. I mean, looks like a baby. Who's acting mature? And you know what I mean? Like 9's not bad starting up. Not bad. 7's all over the place. Just off of that alone, I'm gonna eliminate the 7. Look for that 2-year-old that doesn't look like a 2-year-old. I want to see these horses on the track. That's a great single. Great single. All right. I'm going to put a little bit of money in the account. Why not? Okay. I got to play with you guys a little bit. God, I wish they would show the horse on the track. One horse looks fantastic. Very mature. 2-1 right now. Wow. I mean, very professional. Looks more like a 3-year-old, not a 2-year-old. Right? Isn't that a first-time starter? It is. Looks great. Absolutely looks great. There's some substance behind that horse. That horse is going to run in here for sure. Show the 2. I might single the 1 just off of that alone. I'm going to at least be prepared for that. People talking about my best friend. 2. Okay, let's look at the 2. Very alert. Yeah, the 2 looks very good. Very good. 7's all over the place. Three doesn't look bad. I like the 1. I don't like the rail. I hate the rail. 2 horse looked pretty good. I'm going to go. Yeah, one looks fantastic. I'm singling the one. All right. Who else can I cover? I mean, I don't think I have to play that big of a ticket. I really don't. I really would like to spread here. I might. I might just do something like this since I can, because I like other horses in here, but I might just do this. Okay, so I'm going to do one with 1, 2, 8, 13. Belmont Park wager. Pick 5, 1 with 1, 2, 8, 13. With 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5. With 1, 2, 8 with all. 1, 2, 8 all. Boom. People talking about my best friend. So again, one, the one horse is Scotty's second pick. 2, it's 40%. Eat More Lines 3-1. Great connections. The GSR is a 69. It's 14 points higher. 9 points higher than the next closest horse. And I looked at the 7 horse. 7 looked like a 2-year-old. I think the 1 might be the real deal. This is that horse, huh? Ticonderoga. Ticonderoga. That's it. Ticonderoga. Okay. See, now it's flowing. Ticonderoga. 69's on the turf? No. Don't tell me that. Come on, be nice. Where? 64 on the dirt. God, it didn't change. I mean, this horse is clearly wants to run on the turf. Yeah, this is a turf horse. I mean, it's fine on the dirt, but it wants to go turf. Yep. Good call, Sully. Yeah, I'm in now. I'm not changing it. But yeah. 9 is 71. Oh, God, let's see here. These numbers have got to change. That drives me absolutely bananas when they take these races off. We got to get our shit together. Oh, yeah, this horse is absolutely dirt all day long. Look at this. Yeah. 9 to 2 right now, too. E more in line with 7 to 2. I'm in now. Yeah, the 9, that's a big number on the 9. That really is. Three's not that great. That's not that great. I mean, 1, 9, but 2. But I didn't get a good look at the 9. The 1 looks amazing on the track. 2 looked very good. 3 didn't look bad. 7, I did not like at all. And the 9 horse, I didn't see. I don't like the rail for the 1, but we'll see what happens. 2 looks really good as well. You're looking at the wet GSR, Oldie? Yeah. That's an interesting race. Well, we'll see what happens. They're going into the gate. I'm going to take a chance on the 1. I'm not feeling as confident now that the GSR is different, especially on the 9. No, you're not going to beat the two. Had too easy of a lead. I mean, one ran huge. The one was the real deal. Looked like those two horses, but yeah, it's going to come in 2-1. One's nice. I'll tell you what, watch this one. Put a note on the one for turf, too. One can run on dirt, but going to probably be a monster on turf. 2 in hand. Dr. Jeff, 2%. Cold, though, 2-1. Watch for turf. I mean, it's not like the one didn't make a move. The 2 was just too good. Yep. Let's look at the wet GSRs. It wasn't wet, though, Oldie. I don't think the track's wet. That was yesterday. 68 for the 1. No bueno for that horse. Yeah, I don't think the track's wet, Oldie. Yeah, 2-1. 2 is live. All right. The track looked fine to me. Yeah. Okay. Pimlico race number 2. You know, I've told you guys about Pimlico. On dirt, especially, the turns are tight. So you can't be wide. Unless you're just way best. We got Woodbine, which was the theme of the show. What's up, Karina? Vito. Steve B. First time. Good to have you, brother. Thank you. Okay. I'm like pissed because the metrics aren't changing when they're taking off the turf. Makes me so mad. Okay, let's see here. So a horse like this, right? Woodbine, 13 minutes. We'll do a pick 5, or pick 3, actually. Pick 5 doesn't start till race number 2, right? Yeah. All right. So we'll cover Woodbine, a little bit of Woodbine anyways. And you got a horse here, second-time starter, 36 SOR. This is a 38 SOR, whatever. Showed some speed and then stopped. 45-1 first time out, hopped the start. 8-1 in the morning line. People are giving it a shot. 20-1 on the E morning line. I pass. A third-time starter who broke bad in his first 2 races. Second off a long layoff, was off a year, didn't really run, and we're supposed to believe this horse is going to run now. Is getting a little bit easier. Connections are small, 3%, not in the Scotty long shot. No. Make It Rain. Make It Rain. Has done nothing. Not bet, not nothing. A little bit easier competition, but didn't do very good 2 back against that competition. Off of a layoff. Workouts are not really showing anything. Connection's not that great. I can't see it making it rain here. It will rain if that horse wins for sure. Okay. What do we got here? Okay. Wow. That was off since 2019. So here's my philosophy on horse that's been off since 2019. To me, I don't even know why you keep a horse going this entire time. It's some sort of tendon issue, which means the horse is never going to be the same again. And not in the top two Scotty, not a Scotty long shot, doesn't have a particular class edge, but it's 38%. I mean, could the horse win? I guess it could. None of these horses really look that great. This horse is going to get a good trip. Broke from the rail last time out and dueled and still. So I like this horse, and I'll tell you why. Actually gets a shorter distance here. GSR is about the same. Third off the layoff. And this horse broke from the rail, and you can see broke first, but dueled the entire time and still hung on to finish second. Now draws an outside post where the horse can breathe a little bit, rate a little bit, might even be on the lead. I like that. This horse is 7-1 right now. What am I missing? EE morning line 6-5 was 2-1 the morning line, 11 minutes before the race. What you're going to see is this horse keep on going down. I mean, can you really bet a horse like this? Second off the layoff, show some speed down the stretch. Yeah, I mean, the four's live. Second off the layoff. It is. I like the top 2 win percentages. The 5 horse, Mr. Will. So this horse, second off the layoff, didn't show anything first time out. And I mean, lost by 19 lengths. But here's the thing about this horse. Was only 6 lengths back of the stretch. Probably needed the race, let off. You can expect a much better effort here from Mr. Will, for sure. 7-2 right now. Scotty's second pick. Yeah. 5 is live. And the one horse, Scotty Longshot, is the favorite at the moment. Also second off the layoff. Now, I wouldn't worry about this. This is because the track was closed with all the COVID stuff, right? So I wouldn't worry about that. Broke 8th here. Came in 4th, burned money. Went off at 4-1, 9-2 almost here. Placed 4th. Obviously had some issues because got moved up. Cuts back here. The horse does not appear to have much speed. 9-5 right now. I mean, how do you pick between those? I don't know. 9 minutes before the race. We'll figure it out. One of those 4 horses is going to win. Pimlico? Did I miss it? We might be hot at Pimlico right now, huh? Wow. What happened at Pimlico? Inquiring minds want to know. Who won? Six, 4-2. Scotty Longshot, huh? Wow. You'd love that. Look at that. Scotty Longshot, 6 horse, 7-1. 6-4-2. That's amazing. What do you go off at? 7-1. Well, that's amazing. You singled the 6 and the pick 4? It's a great single. What's up, Junior? How are you? I didn't see this, Sully. What'd you say here? How do you deal with low GSRs at today's distance, but higher? Oh, I know. That's a tough one. That's a hard one, Sully. That's a hard one. I don't know. I take each situation as it is. In this situation here, I mean, this 61 GSR, I mean, that was good. And if you look at this GSR going 5 furlongs on turf, I mean, look, you can see 55.5 is 64, 6. I mean, you can see this horse. And then you got this one anomaly right here. Well, you got the 9 furlongs. I mean, I would still lean towards this horse is probably a sprinter. right? Because you just see 4.5, 5.5, 5, 6, 6.5, 7, right? I would probably lean towards that, and that's what this horse has been doing. Sprinting. They finally put this horse on the turf. How's the tab? Nah, I mean, it could have gone either way. It just came down to competition is what it came down to, right? Because look, you see the last race. Here's what you have to remember. This horse showed speed, was only 4 lengths back at the second call, okay? Then started giving up later, but that was against a 62 SOR and drops here to a 52 SOR. That's it. All competition. That's why that horse won. It's all who we face. Front wraps don't bother me at all because sometimes the horses can hit itself from its back legs, right? So I don't take it as a negative at all. At all. Monmouth Park race number 3 is only 4 horses in this race. Wow. Just off the turf? Can't take all these off the turf races. All right, Woodbine over the 7 at Woodbine. All right, let's see here. Valuable Pillow, 6-5 on the morning line, 9-2 right now. It's going to continue to get bet. I like the 7. Third off the layoff. Broke from the rail last time out. When a horse duels, so picture the horse dueling from the rail. That means the horse is on its direct outside and still is able to continue and only lose by a half of a length. That's a good sign. And that was second off the layoff. A third off the layoff is often a horse's best. Yeah, I think the 7 makes a lot of sense. Top Scotty pick as well. And I'm looking at these other horses, and the race looks wide open to me. So the fact this horse is an overlay, which you guys know I don't love overlays, but I think this horse is these horses can confuse people. You got a horse like this, second off the layoff. Obviously, connections are betting this horse. They could be betting the 5-2 morning line as well. The E morning line's 5-1 though. The 4 horse, second off the layoff, showed some speed. I mean, and there's nothing wrong with the 5. I mean, look at these SORs. This is the easiest field this horse has faced. But what happened last time out? Needed the race, wasn't that far back, and then the jockey let up. Michelle Love. It's a wide open race. I know nothing. Listen, me either. I'm trying to see if something hits me, right? So I'm trying to see if something's gonna. For me, I just keep coming back to the 7, Valuable Pillow. See if we can learn something new from these horses. So we look at the 4, Hidden Just Kidding. So try to get in the trainer's mind, right? So he goes over and you've got some decent workouts here, really no gaps in the works. So the horse, that tells me that the horse is probably doing well. They give the horse the race, faces 10 other horses, and at the stretch was only a half a length back before giving up late. Had to have gotten tired. And they say that a good race is like 10 workouts. And you're getting very good spacing, as a matter of fact. What's today? The 12th, the 11th, something like that? No, 10. Okay. So you've got plenty of time. 20 days. What is that? 20 days? I mean, 20 days spacing, very good. Draws the 4 hole, gets less horses to face in this race. That's 6 other horses. I mean, yeah, 4 looks good. Do I like that it's not in the top 2, Scotty? No. It just makes it a little bit more confusing. Jason Portuando, really good guy. He likes the 1-7-4-5. Let's see why he likes the 1. Saints Rest. Horse broke from the 10 hole last time out, off of a layoff. 7-month layoff, was placed 4th. So obviously had some issues. Broke first though. When you break first and then you go back, that means you have no speed. And remember when I was talking about sprint races? And now you're on the rail as well. If you aren't close to the pace in sprint races, you don't win at Woodbine. So there we go. That's something we just learned. 2-1 right now on the 1. Maybe the horse is in the money. Betting against the horse on the win end. Who's going to be near the pace? We know the 7's going to be near the pace. That we know. So we like that. We know the 4 is most likely going to be near the pace. We like that. 5 horse. Early speed. This horse is fast. 5. Yeah, I'm betting against the 1. You have to be within about 4 lengths at the top of the stretch in order to win. And then whoever's in the lead will win actually more often than not. Steve B's getting a lot of love right now. Steve, hopefully you're feeling the love. The 7 doesn't have to have the lead. Because of this post. If you look, this 7 has never had this opportunity to have an easy either lead or just sit and relax. Not one time. And the horse has still run good. This is the day the 7 horse breaks its maiden, unless the 4 horse is just too good. And the 5 is decent. They're going in the gate, but I'm betting the 7. I'm doing a 7 over 4-5 exacta. That's how I'm going to play it. Now you can do a saver. Like you can come back with a 4-5 with 7, and you can even do a 4 or 5 exacta box in case the 7 doesn't run, right? But I'm betting against the 1's 8-5 right now, and I don't see the 1 horse being within 3 or 4 lengths at the top of the stretch. So I could be wrong. We'll see what happens, but I think the 7's going to get a good trip. It's 5-2 right now. And did you see that? The 4 horse got hammered. The 1 horse just went from 8-5 to 5-2. You know what that is, right? That's the CAW money. So the CAW money is playing against the 1. That's what just happened there. You might like to see your horse at 5-2 if you back the 1, but I take that as a negative. Thanks, Marco. 7 broke good. 1 broke good. I honestly didn't expect that. Jockey broke that 1 good. It's not going to change the fact that the 1 doesn't really have a ton of speed, but that was still good. See, 7, this is exactly what I hoped would happen with the 7. Sit back there, make a run. Because of the post, you can just get an easier trip. I mean, he's loaded with horse, absolutely loaded. And he went inside, which I like because you don't want to go wide, and the 6 horse is really messing him up. I mean, the 7 is loaded. 4 was good. We talked about the 4 and the 5 showing speed, and we look at the 7 right now. 6 is done. This race is going to be between the 4 and the 7. 1's not close. It's, hopefully the 7 can catch this 4. That's what I'm hoping. I don't like that he had to go on the rail, but he seems to be handling it. Stay up, 4. Come on, 7, get up. Get up, 7. 4-7. I mean, 4 just ran good, but I mean, it was those 2 horses, right? 4-7, 1 got up for 3rd. CAW stands for Computer Assisted Wagering, I believe is assisted wagering. Yeah. But it's basically where you have these systems connected with some ADWs where the system will maybe bet 200 or 300 bets in one race, and it's connected, and those bets go through last minute. 4 went off at 9-5. 4-7-1. Chalky. 5 had no excuses. I didn't like that the 7 went to the rail. Once the 7 went to the rail, I thought, you got to try, oldie? But remember, over at Woodbine, you need to be near the pace, at least at the top of the stretch. You have to be near it. If you're not, you're going to get hit exotics on sprint races. Is it robotic wagers? Computer robotic wagers? Yeah. Well, CAW, computer assisted. CRW is robotic, yeah. This is where a lot, probably 1/3 or maybe even half the money goes in the last 1 or 2 minutes. I would say 1 minute they go in, right? Because the computers can put that money in fast. Now, do they have an advantage? In some respects they do, but they're also adding to the pools. But that one was like 8-5 going into the gate, and then all of a sudden drifted up to 3-1. So those CAW systems found value somewhere else other than the one. You're gonna remember, like, look, we took that one out of the win spot. Did you see that? Immediately after we looked and looked carefully and saw, you know what, this horse really doesn't have any speed. And by the way, that horse broke perfectly too. And we know the horse doesn't have any speed because it went 6.5 furlongs and broke first and still was 7 lengths back at the first call against an easier, arguably an easier group of a 34 SOR. Okay. Let's get out to Belmont Park for race number 2. I mean, we're right there every race, winning some right there. Dr. Jeff won over the one. I had the one, needed the, you know, I remember I said, when I said 7-4, I said you could do a backup too, just in case, and make sure you cover your bet and do a 4-7. 4 with 5 with 7. When I play tournaments, I always do backups. Almost always. Unless I love a horse, I will almost always do a backup. Because that'll keep you going, keep you in the money. In race number 11, Stephen wants to know if the 6 horse is a single. All right, let's see here at Monmouth Park. Dugout, top Scotty pick. All right, so look at every time this horse has won. I mean, this is the type of horse that can give you heart failure, Stephen, right? Was the big favorite at 6-5, wins by a half a length. Big favorite here at even money, wins by a half of a length. I mean, barely holding on to win after being ahead. Like, this would never be a single for me, no. Win or lose. That being said, I think the horse is going to be right there. And there doesn't seem to be a ton of speed in this race at all. I mean, plus you have a horse here that's Johnny Obvious. 51%. The GSR is going from 56 to 61. The SOR is going down from 62 to 58. Those are all positive. I mean, the five's a player. 6 is a player. Six is definitely a player, Steven. So I don't want to throw you off the 6. Would it be my type of single? I couldn't do it. Because even when this horse has had clear leads, the horse has been stopping. And then you have a horse that had 51% in the 5. But sometimes you have to go with your gut, right? You feel something. You just know. You're like, no, you just see something that somebody else can't see. You know? Strong Breeze, a Scotty long shot. This horse is, I mean, didn't run bad last time out. The top of the stretch was right there. And 5.5 is this horse's specialty. And you know that because it has 16 races going 5.5 furlongs, and the average money earned is higher than what the norm is for being on dirt. So you know the horse is getting back to the distance it prefers. So 3 horses, Scotty long shot. This is the type of long shot that can win. And the horse is tactical. Well, it's going to be near the pace. It's going to be near the pace. There's going to be a lot of horses. Actually, the 3, 5, and 6 are all 3 going to be near the pace. This horse just does not. I don't know. Going to need to be a lot of pace for this horse to win. Does cut back. See, these are the types of horses I don't like. Whenever you have a horse that's cutting back in distance like this, 8 furlongs on turf to 5.5 on dirt, but they don't even show speed going longer. I mean, how far back is this 2 going to be? 25 lengths back and been off since October? I mean, this would not be a horse I would like at all. For me, I like the 5, Johnny Obvious. Well, that's Monmouth. What am I looking at? Oh, that was the race number 11. Okay, I'm sorry. Somebody asked me to look at that. All right, you got it. Back in this race here, I'm like looking at the 13 horse. It looks fantastic on the track, and I'm like, I don't see a 13 in here. Winning drive. So, okay, so let's look at this carefully. So this horse won. This is a $10,000 open claiming. 2 back, 6 furlongs, aqueduct on the dirt, 1 in hand. In hand. It looks like this horse gives you 1 good race, then a really bad race. A good race, a bad race. I think a good race is coming up. Going to get a good trip. I think the 13 is going to really get a good trip. 6 wins and 20 tries. So he likes to win. I like the 13 horse. Clear the mind. I mean, lost ground here, lost ground here, lost ground here, lost ground here. Almost lost ground here. Lost. No, not there, but I don't like this horse. Top Scotty pick, right? This horse could be getting overbet. Yeah, he's one of the ones of these 4. I think one of these 4 horses wins the race. I don't think the 8 horse has to win. 9 to 5, I think, is overkill. Even the E morning line's only 3 to 1. It's not like it's 8 to 5. This horse just keeps showing nothing and showing up. Only faced 6 horses, got 5th. Only faced 8 horses, got 4th. I was a tougher group. Didn't run here at 33 to 1. 6 to 1 didn't run. Another thing I look at too is when a horse is getting bet, is it running? I mean, really, this horse has not run a lick for 4 straight races. I don't like the 2 at all. Financial responsibility or stability. Yeah, I might be talking to myself. Scotty Longshot. 6.5 furlongs, 25,000 claimers. So this horse is dropping in class, but he did face state bred. These aren't, you can see the S here, that stands for state bred. These aren't state bred. This is open company. So arguably, these could be tougher than what this horse has been facing because it's been facing New York breds. Now is facing a horse like the 13, who's a Florida bred. The 8 horse is a Kentucky bred. Okay. Steve says he likes the 7. Hooray for Harvey. Good luck with that, Steve. I mean, you would have to go back to, right, you'd have to go back to here. And that was 8 furlongs. I mean, when you look here, like you have to ask yourself, why, right? You know, I'm just playing with you, Steve, but we're all opinionated handicappers, right? So, but which race are you liking of this horse? Is this horse dropping in class? Like really, you know what I mean? Like, what's he doing? This horse like runs for part of the race and then stops every time. That's what he does. Nope. I don't see it. Financial stability. I just don't think this is that strong of a field. So I think the 1's going to be in there. I like the 13. I like the 13. I know they went off already, but let's see what happens. So it's the 1 and the 2. And the 2's going to win. Summer Bourbon. $13 ran third, I believe. 2-1-13. So that was the last one we threw out. You know, I'm a big fan of Jose Lezcano. I really am. He's just such a good jockey. I mean, this isn't the worst horse in the world. But, you know, getting 5th out of 7 horses, 4th out of, I mean, maybe there was some improvement right here, and maybe you could have caught that. 4th out of 9. Look for that as well. How many horses are in the race and how'd the horse do? 8 horses, only lost by 4.5 lengths. I mean, something happened here where the horse wasn't doing well. Went off at 58-1 here, and all of a sudden goes off at 6-1, gets bet. No, the connections obviously knew this horse was ready to run a good race. Love me some bird. Yeah, that should have been it right there. Your backup bet hit the exacta. Nice. Bill knows. Pimlico race number 3. All right. Let's see what we got. Let's see if we can hit a trifecta here. Do you guys remember when I liked a horse that went off at like 100-1? I said, this horse is going to be third. It got third. Do we play the superfecta or trifecta? Do you guys remember this? And it got third, and I still lost because I didn't have the horse that came in second, something like that. Oh, I was distraught. And then the trifecta paid like $1,800 for a buck or something like that. I said, this horse is going to be third. And I singled it in the third spot. You guys remember that. You guys are getting old. Your memories are terrible. Worse than mine. Or maybe I dreamt that. Shawnee P. Do we play the Super Cindy? You remember that, right? Not losing my mind, right? Marco likes the 6 horse, Kingston Pike. All right, let's take a look and see. Yeah, I could see it. Can't say anything negative. The horse is trying every single time. Needs some speed, though. Needs some pace. Odds on. Okay. So you see 2 back on this horse. There's no layoff. Oh, it was rank at the start. Okay. I was just going to say, look, in a 50 group, the horse is losing ground. I still don't think this horse is good enough to beat this field, though. But this horse had some prior class that would fit. So maybe the horse is doing good. I can't say the 4 can't win at 25-1. I've seen worse looking long shots than this. And you can tell that by the win percentage. I mean, the horse is 7%. It's not like it's 1% or 2%. Shawnee P. You know, I need a nickname. I'm trying to search for it. I don't know, like Rico or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't think it's Scotty anymore. I got to come up with something new. I'm trying to figure this. I'm thinking about doing a legal name change. I'm just not sure what it's going to be. It's got to be like, I don't know. What's a sexy guy name? What is, when you look at somebody and they go, you're Scott, right? I'm like, I don't look like a Scott. Why my mom call me Scott for? I'm not even telling you guys what my first name is. That's true, Dan. It was a nightmare. They're at the gate here at, definitely don't call me Shawnee P though, but that's kind of Shawnee P. Like, I don't know. I kind of like that. 3 wins. Who's winning at this? Like, who's won a bunch of money here? Who's doing current form is everything. Current form is everything. The short version? What's the short version? 82. Who's going to... You know who's texting me right now, right, you guys? You know who's texting me? Fabio, yeah. I mean, who names their son Scott? I don't even look like a Scott. Oh, 6-horse broke bad. That I can tell you. 2-horse gets the lead. Bernie. How about Bernie? That'd be a good nickname. Just call me Bernie from now on. If the 2-horse wins, I want to be called Bernie. I know. Gary's always right. He keeps me in line all the time. Come on, Bernie. That's it. Next week, I'll be addressing myself as Bernie. Hello, my name is Bernie McKeever. I'll be your host today from Del Mar. Welcome to Coffee and Handicapping with Bernie. I think somebody drugged my mom when she named me. Probably that's what happened. Bernie wins the race. See, Mom? Bernie it is. How about ice cold McKeever? You think Weaver would mind? Ice cold. Bernie McKeever has no ring. It has no ring to it. Are we? Yeah, of course we're doing the Woodbine. Let's see here. Woodbine pick 5. Let's do that. Thank you for the reminder, Ken. I need you guys to. You guys have to be the producers of this show. I can't look at the incoming chats, handicap, talk as much as I do, and then produce. I can't do it. So you guys have to help me produce. Bernard? Oh, yeah. Call me Bernard. What's a sexy Latin man's name? Ricardo. I could do Ricardo. Oh, yeah. I'm going to call you Clay. Bernie has no ring to it, Karina? Bernardo. Bernardo. Weekend at Bernie's, the best. I just like, at first I went to TVG and I'm like, do you mind if I just, when I say who I am, Giovanni. Festus. What the hell's Festus? Rico Suave. Festus? Who names their child Festus? Classy and silent. Right? Just like who you want your girlfriend to be. Just classy and silent. That's going to get me in trouble, I know. Speed. By the way, classy and silent is very, very fast. By the way, I was watching Seabiscuit last night. When's the last time you guys watched Seabiscuit? Amazing movie. Alejandro. I know you do, Bill, but you can't say these on the chat. All right, classy and silent needs a lead. All right, let's get focused here. This horse, Second call had to lead and then stop against a 46 group. Needed the race. I can completely see the 3-horse running a better race, and it's a Scotty long shot, 28%. Good GSR. Everything's lining up to me. And look at 8-1 in the morning line, 9-2 on the E morning line. It's the best. We talked about Woodbine, though, and speed. So Classy and Silent's going to be tough. Tough. Second race. GSR is good. Going to be on the lead. Going to be very, very tough. Tactical, the 3 is good. This horse doesn't seem classy enough. I don't like the 7. I'm going to throw it out. 6-horse. Off the layoff. All this horse did was barely win against a 38 group. I'm going to say no on the 4. Not in the top 2 Scotty. Not a Scotty long shot. Second time starter here. Was on the turf. GSR is low. Connection's low. It is a Scotty second pick. I'm guessing it's probably going to run better. Guessing. All right. 2 horses is in. 1 horse. Mia Solomia. Mia. Speed. Broke 12th last time out. Throw that out. Jostled at the start. And GSR is lower on the dirt, on the synthetic. Has never been on the synthetic. First time. And there's already a bunch of speed and looks like the horse needs the lead. I don't think they're going to, I don't think the 5 is giving this horse the lead. It makes me not like, I think the 2 or 3 wins the race. I like the Scotty long shot best though. More savvy. I don't like the 1 only because the only reason I'm not liking the 1, I see the 2. I feel you on that one. The reason I don't like the 1 is because the 5 horse has one way of going, is most likely faster than the 1, and the 1 has to have the lead and is on the rail. It's going to be very, very difficult for the 1 to hold. Very difficult. But not impossible. I mean, if the 5 breaks bad and the 1 clears, 1 could win. So okay, pick 5. Hello. Forgot what my job was. $60. I'm going to go like this. And 6 tall. I'm just going to take the top picks there. I'm not even going to look at it. It's using the 2, 6, and 8. 8 more line. Green. The second. Let's see here. We saw this already. 50 SOR, 64. Showed some speed. 5 furlongs on the turf. Now goes to synthetic. It doesn't get the pulse going, does it? 71. Miss Speedy. Let's see what this started. 14 days, second time starter, steadied hard in the backstretch and still was 3.5 lengths, broke from the rail. I mean, gotta give this 3 horse a look. I'd rather use the 3 than the 6. I'm throwing him in there. All right, generate there. This, get rid of these scratches. Sort the GSR. 7%, 7-2, right? But look at these win percentages. I mean, they're all over the place, right? I tend to lean towards Scotty picks and higher GSRs in situations like this. First time starter. Tell me the 7's a first time starter. Remember I was telling you that you got to use a 7 because it's the Scotty long shot. Yeah, I like these horses it's using. All right, I'm with you. I feel you. Get rid of these low 1% horses. And it's using the 3 and the 11. So it's not using the top Scotty pick, the 9. Why? 2 minutes before the race. Let's see. I want to make sure we don't miss it. We'll cover Belmont as well, the pick 6. I know Justin will probably be back as well because Justin and Brady had handicapped on their show. You can see Action Hour on YouTube. By the way, if you don't mind liking the show, that would be great. And also you can follow us on YouTube, subscribe to our channel, click on the bell, and you'll get all the notifications for the show. You can subscribe to EE, right, EquinEdge. It's free to do. And there might even be a promo code around here that's giving like a free month for free. I don't know where it is. You got to find it. I think you got to go to the In the Money Though podcast, and you can get that promo code, and that'll be a good thing for you. What else? Our VIP Facebook group. It's very helpful, and a lot of people on there know what they're doing, and they'll help you as well. So you might want to check that out. All right, they're at the gate. Remember, we talked about having speed. So when you talk about speed, this horse really doesn't have any speed, so I'll play against that horse. So I would do this. This is the ticket I would do. I would do that. You got it, Gary. My pleasure. Do not leave out the Scotty long shot. I'm telling you, it has been crushing here. Okay, so be careful for that. Unless you look at it and you absolutely hate it. If you look at it and go, I'm really not sure, that's when you use it. All right, watch. I almost guarantee you in a sprint race like this, you've got to be within probably 2-3 lengths at the top of the stretch in order to win. Let's see if that holds true here. 2, 3, and 5 here in race number 2 from Woodbine. There goes the 5. 2 broke bad. No way this 2 wins. And the 5 horse is the one with the speed, the 1 showing speed. This could really kill both of them. 1 horse had to go to the lead. 5 needs a lead. We talked about this. And the 2's moving up on the rail. And normally horses aren't going to come from too far back, but that just might happen with the 2. 3 horses in last. We'll see, though. The 1's already done. Broke slow and then rushed up. You knew the 1 was done. Will that, though, when they dueled a little bit, will that hurt the 5? I don't know. Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? Like the entire screen is blocked. Nice camera angle. Here comes the 3. 5 is like breathing fire right now. And here comes the 3. Come on, 3. Get up. Scotty Longshot. We talked about this. Get up. Get up. Not going to happen. Oh, it's going to be close. Come on. Get your butt up. Get up. All right. How's that? 6-1 on the Scotty Longshot. 28%. How's that? 3, 5. I wasn't even looking at who got third. What did I say? Don't leave the Scotty Longshot out. If you guys left the Scotty Longshot out, you should be shot. 6-1 on a horse that's 28%, a 60 GSR, and Scotty Longshot? No. 3 got it. Easy. Three, 5. So the 1 helped burn out 357. Yeah, 3572. So the 1 helped burn out the 5 a little bit. That's all that happened there, right? So when you have 2 speed horses and 1 is faster than the other, or you think so, anyways, you can throw out and then the other one's on the rail, right? Then you know, throw out 1 of them. You don't want to take all the speed horses. It can come back to backfire on you if the speed horse you like the most breaks bad. But most of the good speed horses, they don't usually break bad. And that the 5 horse broke like a rocket. The 5 horse broke like a rocket and still lost that race because the 1 dueled with it. Still ran a good race. But if you played a pick 5 and you just bet and beat that because you know how many people singled that's 5? A lot. And you beat that horse, even this horse might as well have gone off at 20-1. You hit the try, Anthony? That's a nice try. There's no way that's not a nice try. Maybe $35 for a buck, maybe? Easy, 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 easy. 3572. Good stuff. Okay, so we got Belmont Park race number 3 coming up, but I do want to, I'm going to be with you guys for probably another half hour, maybe a little bit longer. And then, because it's 2 o'clock. Yeah, we've been going 2.5 hours. The guys are telling me the shows are too long. You guys, I'm boring you guys. So, but I do want to at least cover the pick six over at Belmont. So what I'm going to do right now is go over the pick six. So this is what I covered on the In the Money podcast yesterday. You can get that and go to In the Money podcast. Let's see if we go here. We got to go to YouTube first, right? Let's do that. YouTube. If you're not following them, you should. They're fantastic and they're great people as well. In the Money podcast, McKeever. In the Money pod. Let's see. In the Money. Let's see if this pops up. July 9th. So this is one that I did last week. All right. Let's see here.
All In the Money Media listeners who are new to EquinEdge get the service absolutely free for an entire month. Simply use the promo code FREEMONEY on the account sign-up page or go directly to EquinEdge.com/free-money. That's EquinEdge. I'll spell it for you. EquinEdge. EquinEdge.com/free money. With Saratoga and Del Mar coming up, this is the perfect time to sign up.
All right, so that's Peter Fornishale
platform,
and they do a great job.
Scotty's going to be guesting with me right here on the Late Week flagship shows.
All right, so anyways, In the Money Group, you can follow their podcast, watch them. They're fantastic. They've got a bunch of shows with different personalities, really fantastic handicappers as well. Okay, so check that out. And then what else? I did another one this week, but I didn't see it up there. But I did one yesterday so you can look at that. You get real time with it right now, though, because we'll cover it and I'll try to remember all the things that we talked about. But I will tell you what I had. Let's see. I did a pick six. Let me see here. I don't know. It was 120. I don't know what it was. Honestly, I don't remember. But let's just see. Okay. No, okay. So I will just say this. I did have two singles. I thought the 5-horse Santa Barbara was a single because, look, I saw this, by the way, too. Aiden O'Brien and Ryan Moore, when they come to the States, they don't do that great. This is a legitimate grade 1 horse, Santa Barbara. 43%. Look at that GSR, 86. When you look at a horse like Cone Lima, that's the Scotty top pick, this is a legitimate grade 3 horse. That's what it is. And barely. Non-graded stakes race, grade 3. That's what it is. It has been in the money in 10 of 11 tries. She has been. No, you can't complain. But she is a grade 3 horse. Is she ready for a grade 1? Maybe. I'm going to tell you this, though. It is a Scotty top pick. The only reason why I'm a little thrown off by her is she beat barely against eight other horses an 82 SOR. That, however, will be probably the strongest grade 3 I've ever seen. I don't think I've ever seen an 82 on the SOR for a grade 3 race. That's stronger than some grade 1s. And she has been in the money in 10 of 11 tries. The only bad performance she had was against in that grade 2 field, but maybe she just wasn't ready. So I'm a little thrown off by her, and then I'm a little thrown off by Aiden O'Brien and Ryan Moore. They just don't do good. But that being said, I'm assuming that the turf is soft because of all the rain that they've had back in Elmont, New York, and that's going to favor Santa Barbara. Okay, so I'm kind of changing my mind a little bit. I do like this horse a lot. Du jour, I do. But Graham was saying that this horse is a really talented horse, had issues, top Scotty pick. This Tokyo Gold I kind of like a little bit, but seems a little bit cheap to me. Look at the SORs. How cool is this that we're able to give you SORs on these foreign horses? I wish, and I don't know why, and I'm going to find out. I'm wondering if we can give. It doesn't look like we're able to give GSRs for these foreign horses, but I'm going to find out and talk to John. Scratching some of these horses. Is Ranger Fox a single? Do you like this horse goes off at 4-1, 7 furlongs, has the lead, and then loses? Was hard to load. Is this the type of horse you want to single? There doesn't seem to appear to be any speed at all. At all. And maybe he'll be on his best behavior, and if he does, he's probably going to be very tough to catch. Ranger Fox. Maybe that's the single. Maybe. I did give this out as my top play in the race. I did. Maybe this 2 is this good. Maybe something like this. Maybe add the 2. Changing up a little bit, but maybe this is the way to go. I don't know what to do in here. I at all. I will say this. Look at the jockey trainer combination here. 43% with the 7 horse. This horse has done nothing wrong. Undefeated 6 for 6. Why you would even try to beat this horse, I don't know. But this is a tough field. She's only 19% to win the race. And then you have this. Look at the jockey trainer combination with Velasquez and Wesley Ward. 41% and 51 tries. So I had a little bit mixed emotions, and I like this Miss Brazil. I do. I mean, what's wrong with her? What's wrong with her? Super sensational. Look at what she's been facing. Grade 2 races, 86, 84, and 82. I mean, these are some strong, strong races. And Flavian Pratt jumps aboard. 8-1 on the morning line. Look at our morning line on this horse. That's 8-1 actually as well. 10-1 on the morning line for the 6 horse, and we have it at 2-1. Now there's 2 scratches. Okay. 2 scratches. Who would you use? Who are you guys using? If Santa Barbara's not going to win this race, who is it going to be? Is it going to be Con Lima? How about Serona? Peter Fornatail said that he liked this horse a bit. This horse won a grade, or barely lost a grade 1. Barely. That was a 70 group. This is a 76 group. I didn't personally like this horse that much, but Jose Lezcano, I like him a lot. Also, the 1 horse Con Lima, this is a Texas bred. Been facing open company, though, but this is a Texas bred. What the heck's a Texas bred coming in over and winning in New York? Plum Ali, let's see here. I mean, lightly raced. That was not a bad race. They faced each other. They were within a nose of each other. And now they're getting longer. And that would seem to favor nobody. Same. Well, actually, look at this. How about this? Plum Ali's GSR was 80 going 9 furlongs, going 10 furlongs. Look at this. It's 65, 15 points lower. So the system is suggesting that this horse's family has never really done good going 10 furlongs or 10 plus, not as well. Something to think about if you like Plum Ali. How about the 1 horse Con Lima? Same thing, 80 GSR, and now it's 64. Okay, that's a reason not to like both those horses because of the drop. I'm thinking maybe both those are no good. You see the big drops in those horses? Santa Barbara's an 86. Higher Truth. I wanted to like this horse. Really did. And maybe it'll run well. The GSR is phenomenal, but I'm going to say this. That group of horses that horse faced was not that great. This is way, way, way tougher. This horse is going to have to improve. So I'm going against the 3. Didn't like the 4. You see how it's all a process of elimination? So when I'm going and doing this, it all comes down to the 5. It just keeps coming down to the 5. I don't think this is that strong of a group. I'm going to stick with it. The more I talk about it, you guys are talking me into sticking with this horse. This race here, Dan Fusey's going to improve. No question, Dan Fusey's going to improve. Needed that race, 6-month layoff. And this horse was right there at the stretch before giving up late. Broke through the gate earlier as well, so it was a little bit keen. I think the 11 horse is going to run a good race. Comes back at the same distance as 7 furlongs on the turf. Going to run a good race. Rift Valley, horse is going to be wide. The horse is the best closer in the race. If the race breaks down, this horse wins the race. 8-1 on the morning line. But the horse is going to have to go wide. Like you said, give me one horse that's going to be in the money. It'd be the 9. Whether the horse can get there, I don't know. 76 GSR, 27%. Not in the top 2, Scotty. Horse just broke its maiden against a weaker group. 27%. Are you guys as confused as I am right now? The 10-horse Chrome Dixie ran a good race last time out, but had no excuses. But had an easy lead last time out. Weren't going too particularly fast, but could clear and maybe doesn't stop this time. I don't know that anybody can go with this horse. The 11's fast though. 3, Sociatori. This seems like a pretty tough field. I don't know. I can't say no. So, I mean, I'm having a rough time with this race. There's a part of me that so desperately would like to single the 11 horse, Dan Fusey, the top Scotty pick. I think the horse is going to run a better race. Louis Sai is aboard. I really do. Was the favorite last time out. You know the only thing that throws me off with this horse? Does this horse have to have the lead? Look, doesn't seem to pass horses, does he? Ridgeling. And if he doesn't pass, and he's not faster than the 10. We already know this. Actually, I just answered my question. These are the types of things you have to do. Chrome Dixie, this, throw them out. Maybe something like this, right? You have to take a chance. Take a risk. Take a walk. What movie is that from? Wedding Crashers, huh? My favorite movie of all time. Big drop in class here for Wayne Potts. The horse didn't run a lick in the last couple of races. Prior to that, did. Was in for 25,000, 3 back, and ran good. Then goes up and doesn't run good. I'm leaning towards this horse is no good anymore. 12-1 in the morning line, 5-1 in the E morning line, but there were some scratches. Costango, losing ground, losing ground, losing ground, losing ground, losing ground. No. Rejected again. It looks to me like this is a need lead type of horse. How much speed is there? No speed there. Okay, I need to see the speed here. No speed. No speed. Noble Thought, no speed. No speed. No speed. Ugh, this guy's got speed. God. 30-1 shot at speed. Horrible. No speed. Has some speed. That was almost like just a rock solid single. Rock solid. The problem with this 5 horse is it needs the lead, and I don't know that it's going to get it. I don't know that it's going to get it. This horse can rate. This 9, I'm going to give you this 9 as a long shot. This horse can sit and rate off the speed, going to get a good trip, and is tactical. Not going to be surprised this horse runs a better race today. Won't surprise me at all. Won't surprise me. Noble Thought. Yeah, well, what happened? What happened last time out? Lost by 4 3/4 lengths. That was 40 group, then 50, lost by 4. Yeah, this horse is going to run a better race. Going to come from behind. That's going to be a wide post, though. Look where the horse has to break from. Going to be wide. Maybe a horse to try to beat. 4-horse mandate might be the horse. I don't think this horse can rate. I don't think the 5 can rate. I really don't. This Costango is interesting. I would use this horse. Counter offer. Yeah. Restricted races for sure, but this horse might run a good race. Yeah, the system is using it as well. Again, nine has look. And the 4 and the 11 I try to beat only because of the post. Only because of the post. If this horse had any other post, I'd be all over it. But it's going to be really far back. And it has that post, which means it's going to even be further back. Joe Rosario. And then when it comes around, it's going to be wide. I mean, this horse is going to be coming. Tough call. Does the race break down and stop? It might. It might. Maybe this horse is just a lock. Could be. I mean, this horse finishes. Look at this. Every time this horse closes. Last couple of races and over its head. But closes every time. Noble thought. I like the 9. I'd probably do something like this. Pay grade 1, huh? Pay grade over the 1, if I had a chance. I mean, it looked like that kind of race, right? You have to be able to throw out races. And in this case, you see where the horse actually got bet, bobbled. You can see broke 6th, right? And that was a 68 SOR. Now drops 10 points in SOR, gets a good trip, wins the race. Being able to throw out a race and look for that is as key as anything when handicapping, okay? If I had a chance. This is just a plot. This horse just like always just burns. Burn, burn, burn. Like, I mean, this is not a horse you bet to win. Yeah. I could definitely see this 3-horse winning this race. 5-horse. Broke his maiden big time, then goes in this 58 group on the turf, a lower GSR, didn't like that, back up to a higher GSR of 69, and runs a good race. Yeah. Trying to find its level. 58, maybe. Yeah. True to form. So the biggest score I ever had was on a $200 ticket. I won $76,000 on a trifecta. Had it cold, just cold, $200 cold. I had a 5-2 over a 12-1 over a 12-1. That was probably the biggest score I had for the least amount of money. The biggest pick 6 I ever played, I played an $8,100 ticket, and I actually hit that pick 6 for 180 grand, plus 5s. That was the biggest ticket I ever played. Yeah, that trifecta was pretty crazy. 75K it paid me over at Santa Anita. I remember a tournament. This is a memory. I played a tournament over at Santa Anita. It was I only started playing tournaments not too long ago, and I had $52 left. It was the bankroll, I want to say, was $500. At Santa Anita, I think it might have been my first tournament. And I had $52 left. And I did a cold trifecta for $52 left that I had in that tournament, and hit the trifecta for over $10,000 and won that tournament. I was losing my mind. It was one of the best experiences. I had a horse called Billionaire Bob, literally Billionaire Bob. And I named him. I was over at Fairplex Park in Pomona, which was the first track I'd ever gone to. And I remember I singled my horse. He was 20-1 in the morning line, and ended up going off at 6-1. Singled that horse, which helped me. If you can single a horse that's a long shot and you get that and you can spread out and the others, is great. And I overthought a race. There was a horse in my numbers that had like a 55% chance of winning. And instead of singling that horse, I overthought it and I singled another horse in that race. So I had two singles, Billionaire Bob and in that race. And I singled the second choice to the first choice. The first choice won, 55% horse, and I overthought it and made me sick. At the end of the day, there was a carryover of $500 and something thousand. So I would have been the only one to hit it. That one made me sick. I was in Vegas, Colin, that's a good one. I was in Vegas and I did I was losing my ass. And I had $1,000 left and I was playing blackjack and I turned 66,000 in about 15 minutes. That was pretty cool. I just got on a heater. What else is a good one? My first pick six that I won was for I played $120 with my brother Corey, and we hit it for 22,000. That was the very first pick six I ever hit. I had a ticket I canceled over at Del Mar. That was crazy, and it ended up winning. And it was a carryover that day for 125,000. So I mean, that's a lot of money, but that hurt. Oh, I remember one. I singled. I don't remember the name of the horse, but I just remember it was Eddie Delahousie and Lafitte Pinkai Jr. coming down the stretch, and I had a horse singled, and I want to say it was 20 or 25-1, and they're head and head, and I've got Lafitte, and Eddie beats me by a nose. And when I say they were head bobbing, the entire stretch, it was like this the entire way. I was dying, and I would have I would have won 400 and something thousand on that one. Instead, I got a consolation of like 8,000. All right, so I've covered the pick six for you. I'm going to we'll look at Belmont race number 4, and then I'll stay with you through Gulfstream Park race number 5. Okay. GSR, I don't see an advantage here. Gold Panda is a first-time starter. Joel Rosario jumps aboard. You always have to worry about that. It has a low win percentage. 8-1 in the morning line, low GSR. It's just no way of knowing. The first thing I do when I see something like this is I go like this. I'm going to eliminate the 2. And now look at these horses. They're wide open. So now you have to find something. So now I'm going to put this 2 back and I go, is this a single? I hate second-time starters. You guys know. I hate wet tracks and I second-time starters because you just don't know. You see a horse like this and you instantly want to bet this horse. But I've seen more of these horses lose than win. I will say this. The mean for maiden races is 50. So you see a 58 SOR in a maiden race, that means it was a very strong race. Now, it was a state bred race, but so is this. And you see that by the S up here. That means these are Kentucky breds. Okay? So that was a state bred, but that was a very strong state bred race. You don't see that very often. But did break 7th, rushed up, ran good. We don't know about these first-time starters. We don't. These are tough. These are really, really difficult races. King Angelo. I mean, this horse, what has this horse really done wrong? Burned a lot of money. Draws the rail now. I'd probably lean against a horse like this only because of the rail. Not in the top 2, Scotty. Okay, Gulfstream Park. All right, so had an inside trip. Javier Castellano. I wish I could lead you in a direction here, but I honestly have no idea. This is a really tough race. Based on what I'm seeing here, I'm going to suggest that the 2 horses is going to be tough to beat. Overlay here. This horse just doesn't look that great to me. Going to be coming on, inside trip, no doubt. But this guy's been burning money. I just don't like horses like this. They tease you like they're the types of horses you look at. Same with this horse, the 5 horse. So based on that, I'm going to suggest probably not. I'm going to say that this is going to be 2-1. I'm going to call chalk here, 2-1. I won't be surprised if the 6 horse runs good with Rosario. I also respect the Scotty long shot, but I don't like it that much. I'm gonna say 2-1-6. 2-1-6. All right. Gulfstream Park. This is the last race I'm gonna cover with you. What's up, Deb? So let's see my notes. Miswrote. These are old notes from front runner, dueled, and blistered pace. So we know that this guy is a front runner. Can this horse clear? So you got to give every horse respect. You just look real quick and see if there's any other speed. Does the 1 clear that easy? I don't think so. The 7's extremely fast. Okay, so I can confidently from the rail eliminate the 1. Okay, you just got to give it some respect. Don't be lazy. This horse broke 8th. Broke really poor. I wrote that down. Prior to that, did really good and gets a 54 group. Oh, this is sneaky. This horse looks terrible on paper, but broke terrible. And that was a 64 SOR. I mean, is this horse okay? If it's in one piece, does it have any other workouts? One workout. I don't like workout. But big drop. From a 64 down to a 44 is a huge drop. And 1 against a 54 group. I mean, I got to ask myself if this horse is in one piece, honestly. Nobody's giving anything away. That's for damn sure. But I got to believe that 6 horse street exchange is going to be really, really tough. Maybe gate to wire. Jaramillo is aboard. Usually when you put Jaramillo, usually there's a reason. This horse is fast right here, though. Fast, but has stopped consistently. What's interesting about this horse is they're putting it on the turf. They just got onto the turf course as well. Street exchange. 7 horse uncapped. This is just not my type of horse. I don't care. But that was a 62 group, and now this is dropping, but I think there's some speed. I would look real quickly. Who's the horse that's most likely to close? Right? Who can close? There looks like there's going to be a lot of speed in here. I think Starry Hope is interesting. This horse always closes. 7-2 right now on the 4. Kind of like this horse. I'm going to say 4, Starry Hope. All right, they're loading into the gate. I'm going to bet this horse with you. Three to 1 right now in Starry Hope. I think the 6 is going to run good as well. As far as the GSR goes, I mean, no real advantage. The 5 horse right now, Independence Law. It just seems like this horse is the type of horse that needs the lead, and there's so much pace in here. We'll see what happens. I'm on the 4. You see what I mean? Like, look, and the 5 horse having to check right now, and we talked about all the pace. Look at that. It played out exactly like we had thought. Now the 7 and the 6 are going to go wide. That doesn't help. The 1 horse we knew needed the lead, but has been rank as heck, and the 4 horse just saving ground on the rail. I mean, I wouldn't take any other horse right now. I honestly wouldn't. And the 4 ends up going off as the lukewarm favorite at 5-2. Now the 7 horse went wide, and I've never really. I don't think the 7 is rated very well, so I certainly wouldn't want the 7 if I remember correctly. I mean, when is this horse ever rated? We'll see. Maybe it can. I mean, the 4 horse is following on the rail and clearly has horse. I mean, you can see the jockey on the brakes right now. Right there is an opening. If the 4 needs to go, and he is. And he is. And he's running good. I mean, hopefully he's going to be patient. He's got the horse. He's just going to go wide. He's going to be like, screw it. I've got the best horse. He did sit right there. I like that. Now he's going to go. You can see the horse's head. The horse he's got horse. I mean, he's clearly got horse. 5-2. That's a good way to end. 4-5. And by the way, too, you should put a note on the 5 horse, because the 5 horse had an absolute horrific trip. Horrific trip. Oh, I'm on the test site right now. So you're going to be able to watch the race just like that. There it is. That's coming. Thanks, guys. Yep. You guys are going to be able to watch live races. You're going to be able to go over and watch past performances. I'm telling you guys, just like, why are you yelling at me? Big things are coming. I know. I wish I could. I have plans. That's the only reason. Otherwise, I would be hanging with you guys. But I got to go. I love it. I could be with you guys all day long, all night long. But I really do have to go. But we finished up. We finished up good. The 4 horse Starry Hope winning the race. Perfect trip. We talked about all the speed and the setup. The 5 horse, though, that was not a good trip. Watch for next. Oops, I'm on the staging. Hold on here. Oh, not on that one. Ay. Hold on here. Bad trip. Okay. You got it. Guys, next week, I'll be at Del Mar. They're only running 3 days next week and the week after that. So I'm going to do a show Friday morning, Saturday morning, and Sunday morning, both those weeks. And then after that, I'll do Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So you'll see me do that. And then don't forget, you'll be able to watch it and check it out. But I'll be at Del Mar in the morning at 8:45 in the morning with Ray Pollock. So if you guys want to watch that handicapping competition between me and Ray, that'll be fun. I'll be there. Also, I'll be Thursday night. I will be at the La Auberge. There's a private party up above in the 2nd level. I'll be there. So if you guys happen to be there, say hello. And then I'll be staying at the Del Mar Hilton. So if you're there, I'd love to meet you. And then don't forget about Vegas at the end of August, the NHC. I'm going to be there, try to win that tournament, and look forward to seeing you all there. But yeah, don't forget to join us. Also, don't forget to like the show if you don't mind, please, and follow us. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel, click on the bell, and you'll get all the notifications. You can subscribe to our VIP Facebook group, as well as follow us on Twitter at EquinEdge or at ScottyPick6 if you like. Can't thank you enough for joining, and you guys were great today as usual. And then look forward to next week. Del Mar, Saratoga, going to be a blast. I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. I'll see you later.